Hello everyone, welcome to What If Naruto Was the Reincarnation of Goku, Hit and Jiren movie. Before we start, please go support ancalagonintheblack for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. This is the translated version I made. There will be some wrong he or she calling here because it's translated, so let me clear this. Naruto is a male in this story. Cap 1. In a world where they dominate an energy called chakra, making shinobi so that it won't take long for them to make 5 large villages known as the Elemental Continent, but in one village, the great village of Konoha. The strongest village of all and being famous for having powerful shinobi like the first Hokage or Madara Uchiha, and more shinobi was at night, but the most important thing was that a battle was being fought against a giant 9-tailed fox which at the moment had chains. Kushina, Minato, hurry up. Minato, okay. Minato made some seals for the Shinigami to appear. Shinigami, what do you want, mortal? Minato, Shinigami-sama, I want you to seal half of the fox's power in my son Menma, another half in my daughter Mito, and the soul in Naruto. The Shinigami looked at the babies since 2 were crying, but the blonde did not question the Shinigami until he noticed something. Shinigami mind, that child, it is impossible for them to choose him, but it will be better. Minato, where is Shinigami-sama? Shinigami, not mortal, because I'm in a good mood, I'll leave you alone. Minato, thank you very much, Shinigami-sama. The Shinigami does what they ask to make them leave. Kushina, our children. Minato, they're fine, apparently the Shinigami left me alive. The two looked at the children who were calm. They went to the hospital so they could rest a little so that a doctor could come to them. Doctor, Lord Hokage. Minato, something's wrong? Doctor, yes, your children. Minato, what do you have? Doctor, his son Menma and Mito have large reserves of chakra, but his son Naruto has no chakra. Kushina, is this a joke? Doctor, no, the child does not have chakra. Kushina would begin to cry. A time passed in which Kushina was with her children at home and Minato in the tower until Jiraiya arrived. Minato, is something wrong, sensei? Jiraiya, Minato is about one of your children. Minato, what's wrong? Jiraiya, the Great Toad said a prophecy. One of the children of the 4th and the bloody Aveniro will be trained by those beings who were betrayed in the past to be the strongest of all and bring peace. He will love his parents, or that he will hate everything depending on whether he falls into abandonment, or is cared for and loved. Minato, surely they are between Menma or Mito. Jiraiya, what about Naruto? Minato, he doesn't have chakra, it's impossible for it to be him. Jiraiya, okay, but just don't try to neglect any of them too. Minato, I won't. For years passed in which Naruto noticed how his parents began to leave him aside, although that was not the worst part. The worst part was that his parents had to tell the villagers what the Kyuubi container was like so that Naruto could be the favorite sport of the entire village, like hunting, if you could say that. Now Naruto was in a house being bandaged. Hiruzen, they hurt you again. Naruto, see. Hiruzen, your parents don't know any of this. Naruto, for what? No matter how much you try to get their attention, they only have eyes for the children they train, the children of the prophecy. That's when 3 black men entered. Sasuke, Naruto, are you okay, friend? Naruto, yes, I'm fine, it's just a few hits, nothing more. Mikoto, if I were your mother I would order them to be beheaded. Naruto, it's okay Mikoto-san, I'm fine. Itachi, forgive me Naruto for not being there. From now on I will take care of you. Naruto, thanks Itachi, but I'm fine. Sasuke, since my sister played with your feelings, you're fine with us. Naruto, believe me, I'm fine no matter what happens, I will always be fine. He said it with a Goku trademark smile, making them stop worrying about the boys so that everyone could stay in the place for a while. Naruto, now that I think about it, I should say if you're okay, Sasuke. Sasuke, por qué? Naruto, since Suki awakened the Sharingan, almost all the Uchihas, including your father, pay more attention to her. Sasuke, I'm fine. Itachi, it's getting late, we better go. Naruto, I'm going home too. Hiruzen de Seguro? Naruto, Yes, I'll always be fine no matter what happens. Mikoto, remember that tomorrow is your birthday, and we will be there to accompany you. Naruto, thank you Mikoto-san. Naruto went home to go to his room without anyone noticing so that he could see his room, which had a bed in very poor condition, unpainted walls, the floor was sticking out, humidity everywhere. Naruto just took out his blanket and a pillow to start sleeping. In Naruto's mental space, it was in some kind of sewer. Naruto, where am I? He saw a huge cage through which a huge nine-tailed fox was seen. Naruto, hello, I'm Naruto, who are you? I am the Great Kyuubi, the nine-tailed fox and destroyer of villages, being feared wherever I go and the reason why this village hates you. Naruto, my pleasure. Kyuubi, wait, you don't care about anything I said. Naruto, I don't care if you're the reason everyone hates me, the important thing is that I know you now. Kyuubi, don't you look like a demon or something? Naruto, I only see you as another animal, the rest doesn't matter. Do you know where we are? Kyuubi, it's your mental space. Naruto, I see, it looks very ugly, I'd better change it. Naruto made the sewer change to be a beautiful meadow with an old house which could be seen to be a training place from the outside, and the Kyuubi upon seeing this was surprised apart from the fact that instead of having the bars it was a collar. Apart from that, a memory came to him making his head hurt. Naruto, Listo. He noticed how his body began to disappear. Naruto, what's wrong with me? Kyuubi, you're just waking up, nothing more. Naruto, well, I hope to see you again Kyuubi. Naruto left the place leaving the Kyuubi with memories which he had forgotten at some point. Cap 2. After the Shinigami passed to the Kyuubi inside each baby, apart from the years that passed in which Naruto met the Kyuubi in his mental space so that it changed him only for him to end up waking up seeing his usual room, making him think that everything was a dream. Naruto, apparently it was just a dream. Kyuubi, it wasn't kid. Naruto, Kyuubi? Kyuubi, yes, I just wanted to say thank you for the place. Naruto, no. Naruto came down so he could see how there was a table full of gifts that were obviously for his brothers. Menma, what's wrong Naruto? There are plenty of gifts before the prophecy boys. Myth, yes, true, none of them are for you. The two of them began to laugh as a jet black girl approached. Suki, come on, useless, cry. Sasuke, leave it alone. Suki, look, he's my useless brother. Sasuke was about to say something but Naruto put a hand in front of him. Naruto, don't try hard Sasuke, talking to them is like talking to a wall. That made them a little angry because Naruto had a slight smile on his mouth. Menma, maybe you think you're better than us. Naruto, I don't believe anything, only his older brother. Myth, let's go Menma, let's not waste time with him. The three left so that other black men could approach. Mikoto, I can't make that girl's arrogance change. Naruto, it's okay Mikoto-san, she can't do any harm anymore. Mikoto, Naruto, we brought you gifts, mine is a necklace from the Uchiha clan. Itachi, mine are a bunch of jutsus that no one has ever seen before. He doesn't know that Naruto doesn't have chakra. Shursui, I brought you a katana, you are too small to use it but as time goes by you will learn to use it since it is something big at the moment. Sasuke, I brought you my friendship. Mikoto grabs his cheek. Sasuke, well, I left it at home, now I'll look for it. Naruto, you don't have to do it. Sasuke didn't listen to him, and went home to get the gift. Naruto, thank you very much Mikoto-san, Itachi-san, Shursui-san, this is something very appreciated by me. Shursui, no, not Naruto. Naruto, I'll leave everything in my room. He went to his room to leave all his things while Minato called everyone's attention. Minato, if I can have everyone's attention please. Everyone looked at him. Minato, my gifts for my only children Menma and Mito would be for Menma the position of leader of the Namikaze clan and Mito the Uzumaki apart from leaving them as candidates for Hokage in the future. Everyone celebrated but the Uchihas only asked that the blonde not hear anything so that they could see the boy on the stairs who had tears coming out of his eyes from hearing how they took away his dream, how they kicked him out of his family. Itachi Naruto. Before he said anything else, Naruto ran out of the house while crying. Some villagers saw him and started chasing him. Naruto noticed this, so he tried to run faster, but to his sorrow they caught up with him and took him to an alley. Naruto, please, I didn't do anything wrong. Villager, you kill my children. Shinobi, to my brother. Shinobi, to my best friend. Everyone began to torture him by throwing kunai, throwing some jutsus at him, and they stuck one more than anything else. Villager, now I will end your damn life. He approached Naruto with a knife, but the villager fell dead to the floor so that everyone could see a purple being. Villager, who are you? The being only looked at them. Die. In a second, everyone fell to the floor so that the being could leave while in Naruto's mental space. Naruto, where is Kyuubi? Kyuubi, Naruto, don't worry, they're just some people who won't hurt you. He saw how some people were approaching. I am Son Goku, the most powerful warrior in Universe 7. I am Hit, the most powerful warrior in Universe 6 and the best hitman. I am Jiren, the strongest warrior in Universe 11. Naruto, hello, I'm Naruto. Goku, Naruto, we have to tell you something very important. Naruto, what's wrong? Goku, we are dead, but in death we choose a person to be our reincarnation. Hit, that person is you, Naruto. Naruto, yo. Hit, see. Naruto, why? Jiren, for that you will have to listen to our story. Flashback. You can see the three tired warriors on the floor all hurt, while in front of them were people who were almost all the destroyer gods and almost all the participants in the tournament of power. Goku, why do they do this? Why did they betray us? Kaiba, don't you know? Jiren, what do you mean? Kampa, one of you could have a power that we gods cannot use apart from putting the 12 universes at risk. Another is as strong as some gods or more, and the last is only a threat in the future. Vegeta, just do something and die. Hit, we won't die so easily. The three showed their auras to go against all the warriors regardless of whether they died in the attempt, so that a huge explosion was generated. Fin flashback. Jiren, that's what happened. Naruto, I'm so sorry. Hit, don't apologize, we, together with the fox, will train you to be the strongest. Goku, but remember that some people didn't betray us, Naruto. Naruto, see. Kyuubi, Naruto is a monster. Naruto, what's wrong? Kyuubi, I want you to call me Kurama. A light was made for Naruto to see a man. Naruto, okay Kurama. Kurama, boy, listen carefully, you don't have chakra because I sealed it myself. Naruto, why? Kurama, you had a lot of chakra, if you continued like that you were probably going to die, that's why I did it. Naruto, okay. Kurama, one more thing, I am also a reincarnation before I was known as Sasaki Kojiro, the biggest loser in history. Naruto, in series? Kurama, yes, before I lost against anyone, but one day I fought for the salvation of humanity fighting against a god and won, my first victory. Naruto, genial. Kurama, yes, the first thing we will do is train your physique so that it can remove the seal and you can use chakra. Naruto, okay Kurama. Kurama, I will also train you in the art of the sword so that you will be the best swordsman in the entire world. Naruto, I promise to be the best of all, to be the strongest. Just then he woke up to see the Uchiha family and Hiruzen. Mikoto, Naruto, are you okay? Naruto, see. Itachi, now I really killed the villagers. Naruto, in fact they are already dead. Hiruzen, I need something. Hiruzen, what do you need? Naruto, a pass to leave the village, I have to train. Hiruzen, but who are you going with? Naruto, I got some teachers, people who don't see me as a demon. Hiruzen, in that case I will let you go, but first I will give you this gift. It is a scroll that contains a large amount of clothes for when you grow up. Naruto, thank you very much. Sasuke, Falto Yo 10. Sasuke has a kunai in his hands that has brother written on it, but when Naruto took it, it broke in half. Sasuke, this means that we are brothers from now on, I will always carry half with me, and when we meet again the kunai will be joined again. Naruto, then we will meet again, brother. Naruto takes all his things to leave the village before everyone who saw how Naruto had his hand up in farewell, and they only responded in the same way. Cap 3. After they expelled Naruto from his family, apart from taking away his dreams so that he could meet his new teachers and say goodbye to the Uchiha family, so that at this moment he was walking through some mountains quite calmly before anyone's eyes until I arrived at the chasm, seeing a forest which just by seeing it you would realize that there can only be animals. Goku, this place is perfect. Jiren, you're going to train here. Naruto walked to the center of the forest, seeing a waterfall which in the center of the water was a stone. Hit, Naruto, you will first have to train your physique. Goku, after that we will teach you things like ki. Kurama, and finally I will continue. Naruto, yes, I'm ready. Hit, Naruto, keep in mind that sometimes you will have to kill during training. Naruto, yes, but one more thing, can I be a scion? Goku, you are. Then they did something that caused Naruto to grow a tail and his hair to turn raven. Naruto, thank you very much. Goku, no. Kurama, less talking and more training. That way they began Naruto's training. 1 year. The first year they started with the boy's physique. He had to do things like run, do push-ups and sit-ups, lift some things like big rocks with which he had to go up and down the mountain, swim with the same ones apart from that one. Year they taught him their fighting ways like Goku's or Jiren's, although the most difficult was Hit's since he had to attack at precise points. 2 year. The second year was when he had to begin to learn how to use ki by meditating for a while, so that he ended up making small spheres of ki, apart from being able to fly, which were very good things, and in that same year they removed the seal that repressed his chakra so that he could start with the easiest things like managing it. Climbing trees and walking through water, making great progress, apart from the fact that he had to learn to use his Ozaru form without losing control. 3 year. The third year he had to start learning some difficult or easier techniques from the warriors so that he became even stronger. From Hit's side he was able to learn about the time jump, ghosts, how to keep someone still. From Jiren's side he could only learn from meditation that helped him recharge his energy, how to protect himself with ki, and how to make an attack with his eyes. With Goku he learned a greater variety of techniques such as Kamehameha, teleportation, KO, Ken, the Genkidama, and more skills. 4 year. The fourth year was when they had to start teaching him about the use of chakra in jutsus, and luckily Kurama learned many jutsus throughout his life apart from having taught him about genjutsu, medical ninjutsu, and more things, as long as the boy can be at a good level in the academy when he returns to the village. Kurama, oi Naruto. Naruto, what's wrong? Kurama, the jutsus that this Itachi guy left you are very good. I have never seen jutsus like these. Naruto, and that means? Kurama, that this is going for the better. In this way they began to learn from the jutsus that Itachi left to Naruto. 5 year. The fifth year was when he had to learn about the transformations of a scion as the Super Saiyan, although this was somewhat difficult. Hit, Naruto makes you angry, remember the villagers who tortured you. Jiren, like your parents abandoned you. Kurama, like that Uchiha played with your feelings. These were some things they said to the boy who was getting angrier and angrier. Naruto, you call me. He said it in a shout while lightning fell from the cloudy clouds so that Naruto could have the Super Saiyan once and for all. Goku, you did it, Naruto. Naruto looked at himself, noticing the new aura he had so that he could see through a puddle of water, seeing that he was blonde again, but this time his hair was standing up. His normal hair since he became a scion is like Goku's. 6th year. The 6th year Kurama began teaching him about kunai and shuriken throwing, as well as beginning to teach him in the art of the sword. Kurama, Naruto enters your mental space. Naruto did as requested. Kurama, the next thing I will teach you will be something that I left in the swordsman's chasm. Make the place have stronger winds and more things. Naruto did what he requested so that the winds would be more aggressive apart from the water getting agitated, but he watched as Kurama stood in the middle of the water to take out his katana and get into a pose. When he got into that pose it made everything calm again. Naruto, how? Kurama, you are going to learn to do this, but to do it you have to be trained by nature. Naruto made the request to spend days watching the animals, the trees, all of nature, so that one day he would be at the waterfall sitting on the rock that was in the middle of the water, so that he would have his katana in his hands. One hand had the handle, and he holstered the other as if he were ready to take out the katana while he had his eyes closed so that a hummingbird could pass his enzyme. But he just took out his katana, which was clean, but when the bird was at a high altitude it ended up breaking in half. 7th year. The 7th year they began to teach him a little history about the shinobi world, apart from having had some fights with his teachers, with Hit ending up on the floor with his entire body hurt by his blows. Jiren only used his gaze against him. Goku went down his power up to that of Naruto to be able to have a good fight, and with Kurama he had fights with each other's katana. Katana from Naruto. 8th year. The 8th year was when he had to say goodbye to almost everyone. Naruto, yes, Ivan? Jiren, yes, we can't stay here any longer. Hit, we have to go to the other world. Goku, first of all we will give you our memories so that you know everything about us. Naruto. Naruto, I will miss you teachers. Goku, and we to you. The three began to disappear little by little, while they hugged Naruto to leave once and for all. Kurama, Naruto, it's time to go. Naruto, yes, I will show how strong I became during this time. He starts walking while leaving the place. Cap 4. After Naruto arrived at a place to be trained by his teachers for a few years, apart from having said goodbye to them so that he could leave the place, while in a village there was a totally nervous Minato because he had agreed with some Kages to marry Naruto with his daughters for an alliance, but the problem was that he couldn't find Naruto. Minato, I have to do something, at least send them a separate photo that they are coming today with their daughters. Hiruzen only looked at him badly for this, but they knocked on the door so they could see how a boy came in who had a straw hat that did not allow him to see his face. Hiruzen, do you need something? Boy, yes, I would like to enter the academy to be a shinobi. Hiruzen notices a kunai that was in the middle that said Ami. At that he smiled. Hiruzen, okay, here you have some papers, you just have to give them to your teacher. Boy, thank you. The boy only takes the papers to leave the place. Minato, Hiruzen, I'm going to see how my children pass the academy tests to be genin. You can take care of the paperwork. Hiruzen, okay. He saw that he had a smile, which seemed strange to him, but he brushed it off. While at the academy they knocked on the door of a class asking for someone with pineapple hair and a scar on his face to come out. Man, I'm Irika, do you need anything? Chiko, yes, the Hokages. He gives the papers to Irika. Irika, I see, wait here. Irika came in to see his class. Irika, I know it's very sudden, but we will have a new partner. Sakura, but that's not fair, we were here for years. Kiba, that's true. Irika, if you have a problem, talk to the Hokage. At that everyone fell silent. Irika, you can come in and introduce yourself. The boy came in so he could see the entire class but one specific person, so he walked up to the person, only letting his mouth be seen at most until he reached the person. Sasuke, what do you want? The boy noticed that he had a kunai in half on his table that said go, so he took out a kunai in half to put it with Sasuke's half so that they joined together perfectly so that the kunai had friends written on it. Sasuke, do you know Naruto? That surprised three people. Naruto, who else would have half of that kunai? Naruto clothing. Sasuke, I've been waiting for you for a long time, friend. Naruto, I trained as much as I could. Sasuke, I hope you found something good. Naruto, I hope the same. Irika, you can sit down. Naruto only sat at the back of the class so that Irika could hand out the written tests, but by doing so only 5 minutes passed in which Naruto finished to give the test to Irika. Naruto, ya termin. Irika, let's see. I look at the exam. Irika, everything is fine, you can wait outside. Naruto only did it to see all the parents, but the most important thing was that Mikoto was among all the parents. Naruto only leaned on a tree so that a while would pass and the others would appear. Iruka, well boy, today is a special day not only because they are going to take the test to become genin and their parents are there as the Hokage, but also the other Kages from other villages. In the crowd. Keisuke, Minato, this is my daughter Temari. Reikage, I don't have a daughter but my genin Yujito accepted this. Mei, I don't have a daughter Mague. A mini Mei. Anoki, I niece Kuratsuchi. Minato, my pleasure. Mei, where is your son? Minato, my son is. Hiruzen, he's taking the genin test. Anoki, and which one is it? Or how is it? Hiruzen, he left the village to train on his own and came today. We trust that he will pass this test with ease. Back with the students. Iruka, we will start with throwing kunai and shuriken, then we will continue with the jutsu test at the academy and one that you have, if you want summoning jutsu. Finally some fights and one more thing. For those who want to fight with swords they will have one small fight against Kushina. Mague, I don't like any of them, Mom, none of them look like they could be my husband. Hiruzen, in fact they didn't see Naruto's face. Mei, his name is Naruto, what is it? Hiruzen, it's the Straw Hat Boy, no one saw his face just yet. Girls releases. Suki, weight 9 out of 10 shuriken 9 out of 10. Mito, weight 9 out of 10 shuriken 9 out of 10. Hinata, weight 8 out of 10 shuriken 7 out of 10. Ino, weight 7 out of 10 shuriken 7 out of 10. Sakura, weight 7 out of 10 shuriken 7 out of 10. Civil servants, 5 for business. Boys release. Sasuke, kunai 9 out of 10 shuriken 9 out of 10. Menma, kunai 9 out of 10 shuriken 9 out of 10. Kiba, kunai 7 out of 10 shuriken 8 out of 10. Shikamaru, kunai 8 out of 10 shuriken 8 out of 10. Choji, kunai 8 out of 10 shuriken 7 out of 10. Shino, kunai 8 out of 10 shuriken 9 out of 10. Iruka, son Naruto. Saying that, everyone watched as Naruto stepped forward to take a kunai and a shuriken, but when he threw it he made them collide with each other so that they went through all the targets, surprising everyone. Iruka, I don't know how to put that, next part. Each one stepped to do the academy's jutsu so that they could go on to make their own jutsu, Suki a fireball, Mito the diamond chains, Ino her mind possession jutsu, Hinata her palms, Sasuke a fireball, Menma a Rasengan, Kiba Fang on Fang, Shikamaru his shadow jutsu, Choji his expansion jutsu. Shino his insects, but when it was Naruto's turn he only did the academy jutsus, and in a moment, he put himself in a pose. Naruto, Kamehameha. The attack surprised everyone so that it hit the trees for this. Iruka, those who want, make an invocation. Only Menma and Mito passed so that Menma summoned a toad, Mito a slug, making everyone see the summons, but they were overshadowed by a great dragon. Dragon, do you need something Naruto-sama? Naruto, no Wit, it was just so they could see you. The dragon named Wit left. Iruka, everyone can rest to get through the fights. Everyone rested but had some discomfort. Menma, I am Menma, the next Hokage and Shinobi God. Mague, we don't care. Kiba, they don't want an alpha better. Temari, you sure don't. Kuratsuchi, we're more interested in someone else. The 4 girls looked at Naruto, who was leaning on a tree with his straw hat to hit the same tree so that an apple fell into his hand, making the boys look at this with rage. Iruka, time's up now, you can fight. The girls' game ended with Mito as the winner, and the boys' game first went to Naruto against Shino, but he gave up so that the second round was against Kiba. Kiba, I'll show everyone who's the knocker to get all the bitches. Naruto, I'll make sure not to humiliate you too much. Kiba got angry at this, so he tried to go against Naruto, but he dodged all his blows as if nothing had happened to push him away, as if nothing had happened. Naruto, you are very weak. Kiba tired to move away to get into a pose. Iruka, Kiba nada did you. Naruto extended his hand to stop him. Kiba fang upon fang. The Inuzuka attacked Naruto with his jutsu, who only stayed still so that he could receive the jutsu, But to everyone's surprise, he stopped him with one hand so that he could lift him into the air and make him crash against the floor, leaving Kiba without possibility of being able to move. But due to the attack, the straw hat went away so that everyone could see Naruto's face, making the girls blush for it. Naruto, apparently my hat is gone. Well, what's going to happen? Iruka, the winner is Naruto. The fights continued until the last one being Naruto against Menma. Menma, I'll finish you off. Naruto, I would like to see that. Menma went against Naruto, who had his hands in his pocket, but when they were going to hit him, he received a kick from Naruto. Menma tried to do it again, but felt a blow that left him on the floor. Naruto, and now what? Menma got angry at this, starting to take out a tail of chakra to go against Naruto, who got into a combat pose when Menma was going to hit him. Naruto began to hit him several times, making Kurama's chakra go away to make a Rasengan, but when he was going to give it to Naruto, he took it with his bare hand as if nothing had happened, surprising everyone so that Naruto, with just a squeeze, destroyed the jutsu so that his eyes would glow red so that Menma would receive multiple blows, leaving him on the floor. Iruka, Naruto is the Rookie of the Year. Madre, wait, I would like to see your talent with the sword. Naruto, whatever you want. Kushina stepped forward, taking out her sword so that the wind was strong, but when Naruto took out his katana to get her into a pose, it made everything stop. Kushina, that perfect pose. Naruto, when do we start? Iruka, they can now. Kushina went against Naruto, but he blocked her cut to spin and have the edge of his sword on Kushina's neck, surprising everyone. Cap 5. After Naruto arrived in Konoha to show his great power in the Genin exam, showing great skills, they each took their daughter's band, and when Naruto took his, he put it on his right shoulder to approach Mikoto and Sasuke. Naruto, hello Mikoto-san. Mikoto, hello Naruto, we haven't seen you in a while. Naruto, I say the same. Sasuke, how about we go eat tomatoes to celebrate? Mikoto, during this time Sasuke became obsessed with tomatoes. Naruto, it's okay, I saw it coming that something like this would happen. In SO no to Asuki. Naruto, hello Suki, long time no see. Suki blushed so she turned her gaze because of this, but some people approached her, people that Naruto didn't like at all, who ended up seeing them as the Hokage's family. Naruto, what do you want now? Minato, how are you doing, son? Naruto, I'm not your son. Reikage, Minato, can you tell me what's going on? Mei, he's not blonde or red-haired. Anoki, it doesn't even have your last name. Naruto, how about we go to eat, and while we eat I tell you everything that's happening. They went to a part where they began to eat, although no one said a word yet. Keisuke, could you explain to us what's happening? Naruto, the thing is that in a way I am the son of Minato and Kushina. Reikage, explain yourself. Naruto, let's say that supposedly I didn't have chakra, so they left me aside apart from being the container of the Kyuubi's soul. The villagers beat me very often, but on a birthday they themselves expelled me from their family, and it is obvious that they didn't even notice. Some people found me and took me to a part outside the village where they trained me. One of them was called Son Goku. He could change my blood, so I asked him to change my blood to his. Mei, that's why you're changed. Naruto, yes, and I made a good decision since I was from a special clan, so to speak, the Scion clan, a clan that is only prepared for battle, but they ended up becoming extinct, but now I am the last of the clan. Keisuke, but in a way you are still Minato and Kushina's son on paper. Naruto, I forgot to have them sign some papers, but I guess it's more than enough that they kicked me out of the clans. But changing the subject, how are Itachi and Shursui? I want to see them already. At that the Uchihas lowered their heads. Naruto, what happened? Mikoto, Shursui died, his body was found dead and without eyes, while Itachi is a renegade for having killed almost the entire Uchiha clan. Naruto, it's a damn joke, right? Sasuke, no, that's why I'll kill him. Menma, ha 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 ha, you didn't expect that from traitors. He fell silent as he had Naruto's sword at his neck. Naruto, shut up or I'll kill you. That left everyone surprised because Naruto changed his smile and kind and friendly tone for a more serious face apart from sounding more than threatening with a killer instinct that left everyone silent. Naruto, Mikoto-san, can you take me to Shursue's grave? Mikoto, good. The Uchiha family took him to where Shursue's grave was so that Naruto could kneel before the grave. Mikoto, I'm sorry Naru. Naruto, don't apologize, I should apologize for asking about that topic other than that I'm going to kill the bastard who did all this. Suki, the most possible was. Naruto, don't say Itachi. Itachi may have killed the Uchiha clan but he didn't kill the Uchiha clan in return. Mikoto, in exchange for what? Naruto, they forced him, but he had a price which was to leave you and his brothers alive otherwise he would have killed you too. Those words made the Uchiha family think because of what he said. Mikoto, let's go home, tomorrow you will see your teams. Naruto, something tells me that things will go badly for me. Everyone went home so they could go to the academy the next day, so Naruto sat next to Sasuke. Iruka, well let's start to see who your teams will be. I would start naming all the teams until I got to 2 teams. Iruka, Equipose 7 Kakashi as sensei and students Menma Namikaze, Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno. Sasuke hit his head against the table. Naruto, it looks like it's not going to go well for you. Sasuke, you think so? Iruka, Equipo 11 Kushina as sensei and students Mito Uzumaki, Suki Uchiha and son Naruto. Naruto hit his head against the table. Sasuke, and I'm not the only one. Naruto, shut up. Each sensei took his team until only Team 7 and 11 were missing for 2 people to appear. Kushina, everyone to the roof. He left in a smoke bomb to get everyone up, but when they turned around Naruto was no longer there, making everyone wonder where he was. When they reached the roof they saw their senseis and Naruto. Sasuke, when did you leave Naruto? Naruto, when no one saw me, at most. Kakashi, well, everyone will present themselves with their likes, dislikes and dreams. Sakura, you can show us how serious it is. Naruto, and she's one of the smartest in the class. Sakura, do you think you can do the best? Naruto, yes, I'm Naruto, my likes and dislikes don't matter to you as much as dreams, I never thought about it. Kakashi, well Naruto, but aren't you missing one thing? Naruto, see. Out of nowhere you see Naruto with Kakashi's mask, his right eye covered and the same hairstyle as Kakashi apart from having an orange book. Kushina, stop playing. Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke would say the same thing about the original story. Kushina, I am Kushina Uzumaki, my likes are my children and ramen, I dislike perverts and a certain orange book, my biggest dream is to bring my son back to my family. Menma, I'm Menma Namikaze, my likes don't have many more than ramen, my dislikes Naruto, the villagers that bother me and more things. As far as my dreams are concerned, I've already made it happen, I'm the strongest. Mito, I am Mito Uzumaki, my likes are my family and ramen, my dislikes are perverts and rapists, my dream is to bring my brother. Suki, I am Suki Uchiha, my likes are training, tomatoes, and my family, my dislikes are perverts, rapists and those who betray. My dreams are to have children with Naruto, although the part of being a couple is already done. Naruto, in fact, years ago I remember that you left me because I am weak and I still haven't forgiven you. Suki lowered his head at this. Kushina, okay, team, tomorrow I want you at training ground number 11. After that they left. Cap 6. After Naruto finished the Genin test in Konoha, apart from preparing for the next thing that Kushina had planned since he found out that she, his ex-sister, and ex-girlfriend were his team, another thing he had to do was explain to him. To the Kages why his change and that he was the last of his clan. At this moment you can see 3 girls on the training field. Kushina, we have to make a plan. Myth, for what? Kushina, so that Naruto returns to our family. Suki, that way he will be his brother and son again while I will have my boyfriend by my side once again. Kushina, but he resents us a lot. Suki, let's better think about it later because here it comes. He said it, pointing to a part where Naruto was walking without any problem until he arrived with the rest of the team, who looked at him with a smile that the boy, who was attentive to any of their movements, did not like very much. Kushina: well, the test will be that they have to beat me in a fight. Suki: like a fight? Kushina: yes, they have to fight me. If I say I surrender or they trap me unconscious as an option, they will pass the test. The woman jumped back a few times before the eyes of her students. Naruto: we don't have to fight alone. Myth: what do you mean? Naruto: the test is about teamwork. If we fight alone, even if we win the fight, we will lose the test. Suki: and you saw it like it was nothing. Naruto: it is the most basic thing for every newly formed team, to make them work together. The three formed a plan without Kushina being able to hear anything of the conversation until the girls went to hide, while Naruto stared at her. Kushina: now what are you going to do? Naruto only took out his sword, which transmitted great tranquility throughout the place. Naruto: I will win on my own. He said it while going against Kushina, who took out her katana to clash swords with Naruto, maintaining the clash until they separated to begin trying to cut each other at a high speed, which showed how sparks began to come out of the place between them two, who only stared at each other. Kushina: you are very good, Naruto. Naruto: I only had one good teacher. Kushina: worthy of my son. The woman tried to cut him on the chest, but Naruto stopped it with his sword. At one point, Kushina could see a ball of fire coming from behind, so she had to leave the place just like Naruto just to get it out. Suki from his hiding place. Kushina: facing Naruto alone is difficult, and with you, Suki, it complicates things even more. The Uchiha only took out a kunai to go against Kushina, who made a clone. Apart from that, she took out her chakra chains, avoiding a cut from Naruto, who looked at her to try to use his time jump, trying to take her by surprise, but Kushina was surprised. He was barely able to cover himself from the attack. Kushina: that wasn't speed, that was a technique. Naruto: as expected, you found out. Kushina: obviously yes. Naruto was trying to cut Kushina, who could barely avoid being hurt by Naruto since he sometimes used the time jump, but the red-haired girl could barely cover herself in time. Kushina: you won't beat me this way. Naruto: maybe not, but my plan worked perfectly. Kushina: what plan? At that point, she was tied by chakra chains so that she could see Mito, who had her. Kushina's clone tried to go help her original version, but Suki took advantage of it to cut her, causing her to leave and Kushina to give up. Account of this. Kushina: so this was your plan? Naruto: yes, while me and Suki kept you entertained, Mito was going to catch you. Suki: besides, Naruto saw that the test was a team test. Kushina: well, they passed the test, but they can release me now. Mito let her go so the girls could see Naruto. Naruto: what? Kushina: nothing, to celebrate, let's go eat, I'll invite you. Naruto: are you sure about that? Kushina: yes, I have enough money to feed an entire Uzumaki family. Naruto only let out a smile that the girls noticed, thinking that they were doing well. When they went to eat ramen, the older Uzumaki placed the orders, but in a moment Naruto began to eat everything in his path, surprising the girls with everything he ate, while Suki, she was the first to finish eating, followed by Kushina and Mito. Naruto continued eating as if nothing had happened. Myth: how do you manage to eat so much? Suki: more importantly, how does he have such a good physique despite all that food? Naruto: my metabolism is faster, I need more food to be able to continue fighting and have more energy for battle. He said it while taking another bowl of ramen. Kushina: at this rate I won't have any money. Suki: I already know that I will have to cook a lot for my future husband. The four of them ate until they finished so that each one could go home. Kushina: Naruto, come to our house, we'll put everything in order so you can rest easy. Naruto: no thanks, Mikoto-san already made me a room a long time ago, and it would be rude not to take advantage of it now since she worked hard to do it. He said it to go with Suki to the Uchiha's house, where he saw Sasuke lying on the floor. Naruto: and what happened to you? Mikoto: his sensei beat him up. Naruto only began to laugh while Sasuke tried to approach him to hit him, although more than a hit, it was a caress. Cap 7. After they met their team, apart from having taken Kushina's test, ending up passing it, the boys found themselves doing missions within the village, although by doing the missions quite quickly they ended up outside the village where they did the missions in a better way. Demonstrating their skills, at this moment they were in front of Minato, who had a serious face. Kushina, what's wrong, Minato? Minato, I sent Kakashi's team on a mission outside the village for the first time, but it turned out that the mission was of a higher rank, so I sent them as a support team. They just nodded their heads. Kushina, team within 4 minutes at the village gate. They listened to go get ready. When they finished, they were at the door of the village ready to leave. Kushina, well, let's go. They began to run through the trees, jumping between them on the way as support for Team 7. Myth, Mom, I feel a weakening chakra. I know it could be Kakashi's and another that I can't recognize. Naruto, let me go ahead and I'll get there before you. Kushina, okay, go ahead, Naruto. The boy nodded to begin to increase his speed, not taking long to pass his team. With Team 7 they were in trouble, and even more so Sakura, since she was about to be cut by Zabuza's sword, but in the blink of an eye the clone ended up flying due to a kick from Naruto. Sasuke, it was time for reinforcements. Naruto, yes, what is the situation? Sasuke, Zabuza Momochi, Kiri's former swordsman. Naruto, leave it to me. The boy passed between the clones, destroying them as if nothing had happened to stay in front of Zabuza, who had to move away. Zabuza, Vala brat, you must be good. Naruto, yes, but well, I always wanted to face one of Kiri's swordsmen. Zabuza, then I will grant you that honor. The man revealed his enormous sword to begin shaking all the water around him before Naruto's gaze, who took out his katana and stood in the pose of his master, causing the water that was crazy everywhere to begin to flow. Relax, surprising everyone, although Zabuza noticed something in that pose. Zabuza, how is it possible? May you have the perfect form that a swordsman is looking for. Naruto, to have something this good sometimes you have to lose. That surprised Zabuza, who only went against Naruto to do some damage, but the boy ended up blocking Zabuza's sword. Naruto, I saw that coming. Zabuza, upon hearing that, attempted to cut him in the stomach but was blocked by Naruto, followed by another cut to the head, doing the same thing over and over again, making Zabuza unable to believe how Naruto can block each time so easily. One of his cuts. Zabuza, how can you block every cut? Naruto, it's called Defense of 1,000 Images. Zabuza, Defense of 1,000 Images? Naruto elbowed him in the face, followed by a kick to his ribs, so that he gave him another blow to the face. Zabuza had to block Naruto's cut that was going to his head, but he couldn't avoid another one that was going to his leg, making he lost his balance, although the man could not prevent Naruto from giving him one more cut on his chest, making him spit out some blood. Naruto kicked him in the chest, sending him flying, causing him to crash into a tree. Zabuza, I won't let a brat like you beat me. The man began to get up, although he ended up with some saban on his neck, causing him to fall to the floor while an Anbu showed up. Anbu, thank you very much. Kiri has been looking for it for a long time, but if you allow me, I'll take it. Before she did anything, Naruto was already behind her, making her scared by his presence. Naruto, I interrupted my fight, but luckily for you, Zabuza was already very injured, so I'll let you go. The Anbu only left the place with Zabuza's body before everyone's eyes while Naruto put away his katana. Myth, Naruto and I, how did you do that? Naruto, what? Myth, block all of Zabuza's attacks. Naruto, it's called Defense of 1,000 Images. It's a part of the perfection of the sword, but without you realizing it, I was fighting Zabuza more than 30 times. Suki, like you fought him more than 30 times? Naruto, the Defense of 1,000 Images makes a form of a Zabuza in my mind that I fight inside my mind, seeing his every move, all his abilities. Kushina, you were practically able to predict all of his attacks like it was nothing to you. Naruto, that's right. I was able to predict every attack that Zabuza was going to give me. That way I already had the fight more than won. He had no chance against me in some way. Menma, I demand that you teach me that. Naruto, I'm afraid not. Menma, why not? Naruto, because to use the defense of 1,000 images you have to have the perfection of the sword, and I doubt you know the difference between a sword and a kunai. Just look at yourself. If you fight against Mito in a sword fight, she will have more practice on the sword that you would undoubtedly lose. Myth, then I can learn from you. Naruto, no. Myth, why? Naruto, it would take me a long time to train you. The previous bearer of this sword, who was the one who trained me, took a lifetime to reach this level, but when he trained me it only lasted years, since I am the second bearer with this skill, a part that I cannot teach as well as my teacher taught me, and I don't think he would like the Uzumaki or someone from Konoha to learn it. Kushina, why? Naruto, he hates those from Konoha with all his being, although more so Minato and the Uzumaki, although his greatest amount of hatred goes to the Uchihas. That surprised everyone, who just continued on their way. Cap 8. After Kushina's team was going to be support for Kakashi's team, Naruto ended up facing Zabuza, fighting with him, having a fight in which Naruto won, only for them to begin to be calm, all of whom walked away to Tsuna's house, arriving to see the enormous poverty, which made Naruto extremely angry, who only looked at this thinking of 1,000 ways to make the damned one who did such a thing suffer, until they arrived at Tsuna's house. Tsuna, this is my daughter Tsunami. Daughter, they are 2 leaf teams that came to protect us until the bridge was finished. Tsunami, I'm going to prepare something to eat. I'm sure they're very hungry. It was a very long road. The girl began to serve the food to the teams, who sat down to start eating. Kakashi, by the way, I'm afraid we have to train since Zabuza is still alive. At those words everyone except Kushina and Naruto choked on their food to see Kakashi. Myth, but didn't you say he was dead? Naruto, the Senbon that hit him in the neck, if you hit a specific point, as in the case of Zabuza, will stop his heart for a few moments, causing a false death. Kakashi, what we have to train is going to be chakra control with my team. They are going to have to climb the trees without using their hands, otherwise they are going to walk through the trees. Kushina, wait Kakashi, you let your team go out of the village without knowing that. Menma, what's special about it? It's not going to be very complicated. Naruto, the thing is that chakra control, like tree climbing, is one of the most basic things in a shinobi's career. Menma, if it's so basic then I imagine you have to do it too. Kakashi, in fact no. In his fight against Zabuza he walked through water, and that is more than climbing trees, so Naruto must have good chakra control. Naruto, if you let me, I'm going to train in other types of things. The boy left the house directly to the city to start walking until he arrived at a bar where it was obvious that there were Gato's men, so he entered the place looking at everything. Naruto, I'm going to have some fun. Man, waitress, come give us more sake. Man 2, do what we are cat men. Man 3, otherwise we will tell the man that you are against him. Naruto approached a little to take the first man's head, only to break it, surprising everyone who looked at the boy, but before they did anything they ended up outside the bar, so that Naruto came out seeing the 5 remaining men, of which one of the 5 was standing. He lunged to try to hit him with a knife, but Naruto in one quick movement took out the knife to take it and cut his neck. The third man went against Naruto, who at this made a cut in the man's stomach, followed by a kick to hit him. Take the head and crash it against the floor. Having the knife on the floor to stab it in the head of the 4th man, the 5th and the 6th went against the blonde, who passed between them, making a cut in their necks as if it were not the case. You're welcome before him. Naruto looked at the bodies to start walking to leave the place as if nothing had happened where Naruto was. The blonde walked until he reached Tsuna's house, where he entered to just listen to a boy. Inari, Valon, the cat will kill all of you. You don't know what it means to suffer. You don't know about the suffering or torture that we go through, since you spend your time inside your villages completely safe without fear of someone breaking your great walls that they protect them. Naruto, it's true boy, they don't know what poverty or suffering is. At those words the boy turned around looking at Naruto. Naruto, but I do know what it is to suffer. I was living in poverty with an entire village asking for my death without me doing anything wrong in the slightest. My family left me aside, always being the black sheep of the family, while my younger brothers received everything. What's more, my own family banished me from the clan, and the one I thought was my girlfriend ended up lying to me. I believe that I felt completely stupid for believing that someone from that stupid village loved me when the truth was that everyone they hated me less. Sasuke was the only one along with his mother and older brother who did love me, but the rest treated me worse than scum. I don't say this so that you feel bad, but so that you can know that there are people who suffer like you. If you leave me, I have things to do, don't wait for me. The boy left the house, surprising those who did not know Naruto because of those words of his life. Tsunami. Did that boy really go through all that? Kakashi, yes, and worse things than I can even imagine, but well, there is not much we can do for him nowadays. He already knows how to take care of himself and lives alone. He does everything on his own, and if there is one thing I am sure of, it will be that when he can do missions, only then will he begin the life of a self-employed shinobi. Tsunami, that's very sad. He said it looking where Naruto went so that everyone could start eating until they finished so they could go to sleep, although Suki was not sleeping but was trying to wait for Naruto. Cap 9. After the teams arrived at Tasuna's house to meet him, followed by talking about the topic of Zabuza and what Naruto's life was like, at this moment almost everyone was on the bridge, although Naruto was already somewhere else. Who was collecting food for the village. Kakashi, it looks like today will be a little more relaxing day. Kushina, I hope so, otherwise we'll have to fight. They saw how a fog began to form. Kushina, I'm here. Kakashi, pity yes, guys, take care of Mr. Tasuna, we'll take care of this. They watched as Haku and Zabuza arrived at the scene. Kakashi, me for Zabuza and you for the other. Kushina, apparently so. The two shinobi were preparing to fight. Zabuza, where is that brat? I want to fight him again. Kakashi, I'm afraid that's not possible, Naruto is very busy with some things. Zabuza, then I'll settle for finishing you. The four of them stood in a combat pose while in another part Naruto was walking calmly until he heard the passage of some men so that he saw a small army of thugs, including Gato, who were going towards the bridge. Naruto, it seems I have to take care of some things before bringing food to the village. A while passed, and Kushina was on the bridge holding Haku with her chains, although she had some cuts on her body. Kakashi already had Zabuza trapped while he was preparing a Chidori, but before she ended Zabuza's life some applause was heard. Suki, where is that noise coming from? Myth, I don't know. They saw how when the fog left, Gato was there with an army of thugs. Gato, well, Zabuza, you did quite well, but I'm afraid that now I'll have to kill you since hiring all these men is cheaper than paying you, although thinking about it a little while I can stay with some of the girls. Before any thug left or Gato gave the signal, screams were heard from the back, so they watched while they made way for a Naruto with his hands in his pockets until he stopped in the middle of the place before everyone's eyes. Naruto, I will give you a chance to stay alive if you leave this village alone right now. A few men approached, but out of nowhere they screamed in pain as they fell to the ground. Naruto, don't bother helping them, they're already dead. They only looked at the men who were dead on the floor to get away from the boy a little. Cat, kill him. In a moment everyone began to fall to the floor until in a matter of a second there was only Gato from that small army and Naruto with his hands in his pocket. Cat, please don't do anything, I can give you anything you want, women, money, drugs. He saw how he extended a fist so that out of nowhere a kind of blow formed on Gato's chest so that he would fall dead. Naruto, bribes are never made to the king of assassins. At that I look at Zabuza and Haku. Naruto, I have good news for you, the Kiri War ended a long time ago because of Mei Tarumi, which I won, you can return to Kiri. Zabuza, will you let us go just like it was nothing? Naruto, yes, I'll leave you. They watched as the boy went to Tasuna's house before everyone's eyes while Zabuza and Haku were just preparing to leave the place. Captain. After the team finished the mission of the waves to return to Konoha, each group was separated since they had to give the report to Minato. The hours passed and Naruto finished bathing because he had previously trained to go out. He came out of the shower all wet but heard a knock on his door, so he approached to open it, Kushina being the one who was once his mother. Naruto, now what do you want, Kushina? Kushina, I would like to talk to you, you know, like mother and son time. Naruto, first of all, I wouldn't like to spend time with you, and secondly, I'm not your son, but hey, I think I should give you something so you know more. The woman entered the house. Kushina's thoughts. He has a better body than Minato, in fact the best he has ever seen, but Kushina, stop thinking about that. He is your son, or at least he was. Kushina, where is Naruto? Naruto, it's about your supposed husband Minato, the fourth Hokage. Kushina, what does he have? Naruto, well, apparently, being the last of the Uzumaki clan, whoever married you practically had more opportunities for the position of Hokage, not counting the storage seals and everything that the Uzumaki clan has. Kushina, but what are you talking about? Naruto, I'm talking about how Minato was using you all this time. I never loved you. Kushina, and how can you confirm that? Naruto, from the beginning, because of your seals, the position of the Uzumaki clan, and when we were born, remember that I was the weakest and the damn one convinced you to pay more attention to the rest than to me. The redhead was beginning to feel bad about those things, starting to think badly of Minato, but she tried to avoid him until she noticed how he showed a camera. Naruto, and these are the tests. She played a video in which she watched how Minato was sleeping with another woman, causing her to start crying because the man she had loved at some time was unfaithful to her. She stayed that way until she fell asleep in his bed. Naruto, who just left her. Naruto, I can't do anything, you and I were victims of the bastard. She only looked at what was once her mother to go to sleep. The next day, when Kushina got up, she just looked at things, knowing that everything from yesterday really happened, so she went out to the kitchen watching Naruto prepare breakfast. Kushina, have you prepared everything yet? Naruto, I don't have much to do. Kushina, you even prepared it for me. Naruto, yes, we were both victims of the bastard, and it's not all that he plans to use your daughter as a payment method, you know, to ally with another village. Kushina, I won't let that happen. Naruto, don't worry, when the time comes I'll take care of him, but in the meantime you just have to be calm. Kushina, and how do you propose that? Naruto, let's go for a walk a little to clear our minds. The woman complied to go for a walk with Naruto, beginning to walk through the streets of Konoha until they entered the forest. But as they walked, Kushina noticed in the distance that Minato was approaching, although the blonde had not yet seen them until he noticed a public bathroom class, so he messed with Naruto. Naruto, what's wrong? In a moment he felt Minato's ki passing through the place, although Kushina moved out of nerves, causing the lower part of her body to begin to touch Naruto's intimacy. Warning: anyone who does not want to read this lemon can go to the part that says end lemon. The redhead moved without being aware of what she was doing until it was too late. She felt like something began to touch her intimacy, so that she saw a bulge in Naruto's pants, who was only trying to contain it. Naruto, don't move too much, it's getting harder and harder for me to control. The red-haired girl tried to pay attention to him, but the problem was that Naruto's member was already too excited to the point that he could hardly contain himself in his pants, coming out a little, which was noticed by the red-haired Kushina. Kushina's thoughts: Bucket, he doesn't have your blood or anything, he's no longer your son, so it's not incest. Naruto noticed how Kushina began to lower her pants as well as her panties, showing that the woman was too wet for her to take Naruto's member and put it in her. Kushina's thoughts: it's bigger than I thought. The red-haired girl began to go up and down while watching Naruto to enjoy the pleasure she had with the jet, until at one point she noticed how Naruto put his head inside Kushina's blouse to reach her breasts, noticing that the nipples were very hard. To begin to suck, drawing moans from the redhead, who tried to cover them with her mouth, but it was of little use, while Naruto only took her waist to increase the speed. Although not having his entire member in Kushina's hussy, it was not left. Very satisfied, he could only put it even deeper, making the redhead open her eyes even more while she lost herself in a world of pleasure that the jet gave her by being like that for a while. Naruto, I can't contain it anymore. Kushina, let it all out inside me. The boy paid attention to come inside Kushina. Naruto, this is not the right place, let's go somewhere else. Using teleportation I end up with Kushina in the bed at Naruto's house. Kushina, a break. He noticed how they grabbed his buttock, making him look back, noticing a smile on Naruto's face. Naruto, wake up the beast, and now you have to put it to sleep. That way Naruto began to give Kushina more pleasure, while elsewhere. Unknown, you're going to kill her, dog. Cap 11. After Naruto had had relations with Kushina, apart from showing her the truth about Minato, the red-haired girl had now separated from the blonde to go live with Naruto, although the only one who wanted to accompany her was Mito since Menma stayed with Minato for the night. Excused that she could never satisfy her father, now everyone was calm. Although Mito noticed that Kushina was more affectionate than normal with Naruto, the team was all gathered together in one place. Suki, is something wrong, teacher? Kushina, yes, I was able to recommend them for the Chunin exams. With that he hands them some papers that they took to start reading them. Naruto, then it will be the Chunin exams soon. Kushina, yes, now you can rest, you won't have missions. With that they began to walk, but they heard the scream of a child, so they approached to see Team 7 that was in front of another team that on the side was from the arena. Temari, leave that child alone. Kankuro, no. First he has to pay, and he deserves it for bumping into me. Naruto, hey idiot, leave that child alone. If he just ran into you it's nothing. I understand that they have an ego for being children of the Kage of their village, but that child is the grandson of the third Hokage. With that Kankuro released Konohamaru. Temari, it seems that the village cutie has already appeared. Kankuro, you dare to disrespect me, now you will pay me back. They saw how he was about to pull something out of his back, but Naruto extended his fist, something that seemed very strange to them, until at one point part of Kankuro's shoulder sank so that he screamed in pain. Kankuro, what did you do to me? Naruto, don't cry, in a while you'll be able to move your arm, nothing special. Kankuro, you're a bastard. Naruto, by the way, you would do me a favor if Sasuke and the other one who are in the tree would come down. In that under Sasuke and Gaara. Sasuke's thoughts. He could have known where he was and that guy couldn't see him. Gaara, what is your name? Naruto, my name is Naruto, the strongest future shinobi of all. Gaara, you don't think you're overvaluing yourself? In a moment Naruto was behind the sand team with a killer instinct that humiliated Gaara. Naruto, I think I know the limit of my power, but the question is, do you know what your power is compared to mine? Temari, when? Naruto, I move, well darling, that's because of an ability I have. Temari, skill? Naruto, time jump, I can stop time for a second, although that second is enough to hit them in their vital points and kill them. It is still not my only dangerous ability. I have many more saved that you are not going to want me to use against him. Gaara, you really are strong, and mother wants your blood from the beginning, although for some reason she doesn't want it now. At that point they walked away, as did Naruto with his team and Sasuke, but he did something that would be difficult for him since they grabbed his cheek, making it hurt. Naruto, what the hell are you doing? Myth, how come you called that girl pretty? Naruto, I call pretty to whoever I want. At that moment another hand took him on the other side of the cheek, being Suki. Suki, I'm afraid I won't be able to let you say how cute it is to anyone. He had a smile on his face that was beginning to worry Naruto, who let a cold sweat run down his body. Naruto, I don't know why they complain, it's my life, my problems. That only made things worse since Suki activated the Sharingan, and Mito let out the chakra chains as Sasuke watched, who walked away. Suki, I think someone wants to be punished. Naruto, Sasuke, my brother from another mother, please help me. Sasuke, don't worry, I'll save you. When the girls looked at Sasuke, they had an aura of fire around them, making Sasuke end up scared. Sasuke, although now that I remember, I left a tomato plantation at my house and I have to go see it. The boy left while Naruto, taking advantage of the girls' distraction, left the place, ending up running until he arrived at his house to start listening to a conversation between Minato and Kushina. Kushina, understand Minato, I'm not going to return to that house, you used me. Minato, if you don't come back right now, I believe very bad things will start to happen that you won't like. I'm your man. Kushina, well, not anymore, now I'm with someone else. Minato, like with someone else? You should be with me and not with anyone. Kushina, well, he's not just anyone, he's more of a man than a voice. Minato, Tell me who the damn thing is so I can break his face. Kushina, well, I'll never tell you. Minato, in that case you will come with me right now. He took Kushina by the arm to start pulling her, but at one point everything stopped while Naruto was in front of him to give her a huge amount of blows. When the time was up it returned to normal so that Minato fell to the floor. Naruto, you come to my house to cause chaos, you really disgust me, Minato. Minato, don't get involved in this. Naruto, you're practically in my house, I can get in. He kicked Minato out of the house so that some Anbus could go against Naruto, but at one point time stopped so that Naruto could knock out all the Anbus. Minato, how is it possible? Naruto, that doesn't matter to you, now go before I get tired of your disgusting presence. Minato left the place under Naruto's gaze while Kushina only hugged the Raven Boy so that he would reciprocate the hug in the same way. Cap 12. After Izuku met the Sand People apart from sending Minato flying out of his house so that the Uzumakis could start living with him, Naruto was now about to go to the Chunin exams, but they knocked on his door so he approached to open the door that Mikoto noticed. Naruto, is something happening, Mikoto? Mikoto, if Naruto just wanted to talk to Kushina. Naruto, then come in, I was about to leave. The Uchiha entered while Naruto teleported, appearing in front of his team who only looked at him. Suki, you're almost late for the time we agreed on. Naruto, it just took me a little time, let's go in. They entered to see the group that was in front of a door but they passed by. Naruto, poor things until they realize it's a genjutsu. Myth, yes, it's a shame for them. They walked to a room where they saw a team although a boy with bull hair approached them. Boy, hello, I'm Rock Lee and I want to fight with you, Naruto. Naruto, was someone looking to fight? Well, I can warm up a little. 10-10, he is very arrogant. Suki, but your arrogance justifies it. They saw how the fight was going to be fought, with Rock Lee launching himself at Naruto trying to land a kick, but the black man dodged it with great ease while looking at him as if it were nothing. Lee tried to give more kicks or a blow that would connect. But none of them hit the young scion who was watching everything as if it were slow motion. 10-10, impossible is avoiding Lee. Myth, yes, his speed is impressive but Naruto is faster, in fact he is the strongest of all the teams that came out of the academy. Everyone looked at the boy who was yawning. Naruto, I'm done getting bored, now I plan to attack. He looked at Lee who tried to do something about it but at one point Naruto kicked him and sent him flying causing him to crash into the walls, crossing all of them so that he got up with a little difficulty, and went to Naruto bowing before him. Lee's son Naruto, from now on you are my rival for life. Naruto, well I accept it. He said it as he left with his team. They walked to the room where everyone tried to intimidate with their killer instinct but Naruto let his out, intimidating everyone. Naruto, I like it better that way. Soon they saw how the other rookie teams approached but on the other hand Team 7 entered as they came with all the other teams that stayed on the floor below. Naruto, they are idiots aren't they? Sakura, why do you say that? We are the best. Naruto, no, the test below, that genjutsu was to remove the weakest and have less competition, now they made it worse. With that they remained silent. Sasuke, thank you for shutting her up, I couldn't stand her voice anymore. Naruto, I would have killed myself if I was his partner. At one point Kabuto approached saying the same thing as always until they asked a question. Shikamaru, what can you tell me about son Naruto? Kabuto, son Naruto, this is impressive, his team is the youngest and newest to come out of the academy to be able to do outside missions in which he demonstrated great power. Apart from not putting effort into any mission, he came out without a scratch in all of them. Saying that everyone was surprised as they looked at Naruto who was calm. Naruto, to be honest I didn't think about why I had to make an effort. Saying that, everyone was even more surprised as everyone began to act like the original story while at Naruto's house the two women were talking about trivial topics. Mikoto, be honest Kushina, why did you decide to live with Naruto? Kushina, he is much better than Minato, he is kinder, he shows how he really is and he is better in bed. With that Mikoto looked at her surprised. Mikoto, are you serious? Kushina, After all, he stopped being my son a long time ago, and you know it. He doesn't even have my blood or anything else that keeps me outside the laws of the leaf. Makoto, now that you say it, I need someone who is like him. The council wants to get me into the program to have more Uchihas in the village, and what a surprise my husband doesn't do anything about it. Kushina, then come live here with us. Makoto, I can't do it, they also want Suki. Kushina, then all the more reason, Naruto will protect them after all. No one from the council dares to do anything against them. Saying that, Makoto stayed thinking until she came up with something. Makoto, okay, I'm going to live with you, but at least I hope it's true that he's very good in bed, since my hex life with Fugaku has been on the decline since Sasuke and Suki were born. Saying that, Kushina was surprised as they continued talking. Cap 13. After Naruto and his team had finished the first part of the Chunin exam, they were now in front of the Forest of Death waiting to enter while Enko gave the explanations, although obviously this did not matter much to Naruto, who completely ignored her, something that was noticed by Enko, who, at this, threw a kunai at Naruto, who took her as if she were nothing before him. Naruto, if you want to hit me with a kunai, you have to be better than this. In a moment he disappeared from the sight of Enko, who was behind him, to reappear behind the woman. Enko, okay boy, you're fast. Naruto, and more than you imagine, you can't do anything against me. Enko, you sound very confident, you shouldn't be. Naruto, I trained too much to not be able to fall so easily against anyone. Enko, that's kind of interesting. The woman began to walk away, although she gave him a flirtatious look apart from moving her hips provocatively at Naruto, who didn't take much notice, but an Uchiha and Uzumaki did. Enko, you can enter now. With those words the teams began to enter the forest. Myth, so what do we do? Naruto, we found a team, we killed them, and that's it, the mission is over. Suki, yes, but for that they have to have the scroll that we are missing. Naruto, and we'll make sure it's that way. Myth, how? Naruto, easy, we will do a simple thing, we will tell them what our scroll is. If they attack us, it is because they have the other scroll. At one point they saw how a team not far away had a scroll that they managed to see, and it was the one they were missing. Myth, or we do this. They went towards that team to start following them so that soon the other team would find out about the Konoha group. Boy 1, a group follows us. Guy 2, then let's finish them off. They launched themselves against the Konoha group, but when they were close to Naruto they fell dead to the ground. Myth, you already killed them. Naruto, I don't like wasting time. Suki, at least it makes things easier. Woman, let's hope so. They saw a woman who was the same one they met at the beginning of the second test. Naruto, you have a very dark and very powerful chakra, that means you're not a genin, right? Woman, you guessed it, but don't worry, I only came to leave you a gift, ku. Hearing the last thing in a second, Naruto was in front of Orochimaru, making a small cut on his face with his katana since he barely managed to anticipate it. Naruto, you can't fool me, Orochimaru. Orochimaru, I see, Naruto-kun, you really are incredible. Naruto, you can't imagine it. Girls, I want you to leave, I'll catch you up later. Suki, but we can't leave you alone with that thing. Naruto, you don't understand, they're just going to be a nuisance. I never used my maximum power, and I don't know if I'll use it this time. With saying that, the girls began to walk away from the place while Naruto stared at Orochimaru, who had a smile on his face. Naruto, are you ready to die? Orochimaru, maybe you do too. At one point they launched themselves against each other, but before the Sannin could do anything he felt hundreds of blows surrounding his body in vital areas, causing him to spit out blood as he fell to the floor. Naruto, you really don't understand, we are of different levels of power, you are weaker than you think. Orochimaru, we'll see about that. He launched himself at Naruto once again, but the same thing happened again, so that the Sannin was on the floor, but before he moved he saw how Naruto had a sphere of ki in front of him to hit him squarely. Naruto, you're just trash. At one point Orochimaru tried to land a blow, but Naruto took it, although he was surprised when he noticed the yellow aura surrounding the boy's body apart from having his blonde hair. Orochimaru, what are you? Naruto, soy un Saiyajin. Orochimaru un Sai. Yeah. Jin. Naruto, is there a list? Orochimaru looked at Naruto with fear as he lifted him into the air to hit him against the floor repeatedly, followed by throwing him. But with a jump he ended up taking him by the face to crash him against the floor, making it break in front of him so that he could stop. A kick would send him breaking some trees along the way as if they were just trash, making a sphere of ki and with it hitting Orochimaru squarely, causing him to spit blood as he fell to the ground. Naruto, tell me Orochimaru, how does it feel to be defeated by a child? Orochimaru, damn unfortunate. He attempted to harm Naruto with his sword, but Naruto's katana was faster, as with it he blocked Orochimaru's cut to throw him in one part only to cut off his arm before the eyes of Orochimaru, who was surprised by such an act. He took the sword with the other hand in order to kill Naruto, but again the boy was faster, as he managed to cut off the other arm, leaving him to stab his sword into Orochimaru's heart only for it to disappear in snakes. Naruto, how bad the coward escaped. Another day I will be in charge of killing him myself. He said it to start leaving the place. Cap 14. After Naruto finished fighting Orochimaru, the boy went directly to where his teammates were supposed to be watching how they were fighting sound ninjas, although they were at a slight disadvantage, so Naruto stood in front of everyone so that they saw it. Naruto, I expected many things from my team, but I never thought that something like this of having problems with simple genins. One of the sound that looked like a mummy tried to attack Naruto, but he blocked it as if it were nothing, although they looked surprised as nothing happened to him. Boy, how is this possible? Naruto, I am stronger than this, and if you expected that sound attack to affect me, you are very wrong. He said it to kick him, sending him crashing into a tree, leaving him out of combat. Naruto, I better finish off the rest. He went against the other boy, kicking him in the face, sending him crashing into a rock, followed by appearing behind the girl, punching her in the neck, leaving her unconscious. Naruto, they are weak before me. Before anything else happened, I noticed something. Naruto, now that they made you Sasuke. Sasuke, nothing, I just received more power. Naruto, listen well, Sasuke, the seal you have on your neck is bad for you. Sasuke, you say it like this would hurt me. Naruto, the function of that seal is to use your feelings of hatred and resentment to use it against your companions. Sasuke, and what do you want me to do? It's already done. Naruto, I'm going to remove that seal of yours. He said it while he launched himself against Sasuke so that he would get into a combat pose, but in the blink of an eye he left him unconscious to carry him. Naruto, I promise I'll help you, friend. Before he continued on his way, he looked at Menma, who was getting up. Naruto, and what do you want? Menma, I'll bucking kill you. He said it with a serious look towards Naruto, who remained calm. Naruto, I want to see that. Menma took out Kurama's chakra to launch himself against him in order to kill him, but before he could hurt him, Naruto took his fist with one hand while a red aura began to come out of his body. Naruto, disappear. He said it while a ki sphere formed to send Menma flying, leaving him unconscious with some injuries. Naruto, that's all, let's go. They began to walk, although they had Menma dragging them until they reached the tower just so they could see Sasuke's state. Kakashi, this is bad, this seal couldn't even be taken out by Jiraiya. Naruto, maybe he can't, but I can. They saw how he put his hand on the seal that Sasuke had so that it began to have a yellow light before everyone's eyes until they noticed that he was taking out something. A white snake which he grabbed by the neck. Naruto, just rubbish. In one movement he ended up breaking the snake's neck to let it fall dead to the floor. Naruto, listo. Kakashi, how did you do that? Naruto, I had a good teacher, that's all. He said it as he started walking. Naruto, leave him in a place where he can be well. Anko, wait, shorty, if you could do that with him, can you do it with me? Naruto, okay. He touched Anko's neck to repeat the procedure, removing the snake he killed. Naruto, ready, how do you feel? Anko, much better. Naruto, if they let me, I have to go rest. He walked until he met his team. Suki, how are you? Naruto, it's fine now, it no longer has that useless cursed seal. Suki, thank you very much. He said it while hugging Naruto until he noticed what he did to get away from him. Naruto, anyway, I don't care, I did it because he is my friend, but if he were my friend I would have let him die. Those words surprised Naruto's team as they looked at him. Suki, you say it like you don't care. Naruto, because there are few things that matter to me nowadays, you have to believe me. He said it while walking away from the group as if nothing had happened. Cap 15. After they had talked, apart from getting the scrolls, everyone got ready since they had arrived at the tower. Apart from having spoken with Anko about Orochimaru, now everyone was looking at the Hokage who was giving the same speech as the original story. So when Kabuto finished, it went like the original story, so that only those from the original story remained to do the pre-fights. Suki, who do you think will be the first fight? Naruto, I don't know and I don't always care when I touch someone strong. The fighting began to happen like the original story. Kushina, it seems like nothing surprises you. Naruto, because they all fight the same way with pure jutsus, kunai and other things, I don't see them as worthy opponents. Sasuke, just wait until you face me and we'll see who wins. Naruto, we know what the outcome will be, idiot. Sasuke, maybe it's true, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I plan to train hard to be able to face you. Naruto, we can only see that later when we start fighting. Everyone looked at the screen until it showed two names. Naruto, finally it's my turn. Lee, I'm finally going to be able to fight. Guy, come on Lee, fight, but be careful, your opponent is very strong. Lee, say Guy sensei. The boy lowered himself, as did Naruto, who stood with his arms crossed. Naruto, I only ask that you do something straight to me since I don't like fights that end quickly. Lee, you'll see that yes, my flames of youth burn. He launched himself at Naruto, who was looking at him, to begin to dodge as if it were nothing in front of everyone's gaze until he grabbed Lee's leg and threw it away. Naruto, you can't beat me, you're just scum facing someone much stronger. Lee, we'll see about that. He launched himself again at Naruto with a combo of kicks and punches, trying to do something to the Raven, who remained completely serious, as if he were nothing, until he took Lee's leg to lift him into the air and hit him against the floor just to stop him. Throw it far away, causing it to end up enzyme from a stone head. Naruto, because you don't use a jutsu like the rest of the people in this place. Lee, that's because I don't have chakra, my chakra coils are too weak to use. Naruto, then you'll be fighting without chakra for my entire fight. Lee, of course. Menma, wow, what an idiot, can't fight someone who can use chakra. Kakashi, in fact Guy also has no chakra, but nevertheless he was nicknamed the Green Leaf Beast, so we cannot underestimate him. Guy, Lee, you can take them off. Lee, but he said only in a case of life or death. Guy, you have my permission, you can take them off. With that, Lee took out some weights that didn't surprise anyone, but when he dropped them they saw the small craters they made. Lee, much better, come on. He launched himself at Naruto, trying to hit him, but the Raven was not far behind, as at the same time he disappeared, beginning to have a clash of blows with Lee at a high speed, surprising everyone who couldn't see them except the senseis of each team. Kakashi, interesting, Naruto is keeping up with him. Kushina, what can I say? He's a great guy when it comes to fighting. They watched as in a moment Lee and Naruto separated. Lee, I need to be faster, but it will take some time. Naruto, I'll leave you. Lee, what? Naruto, you say you are going to fight with everything you have, so I will gladly wait for you. Lee, thank you. Guy, you're making a mistake. They watched as Lee got into a pose to begin gathering strength. Read, second door open. They saw how a green aura surrounded him so that he disappeared, launching himself against Naruto, managing to hit him, but he was not far behind since he responded in the same way, but Lee dodged it to start hitting him before everyone's eyes. Suki, great, now he can against Naruto. Sasuke, but can we use a weapon? Kushina, Naruto is someone with honor, respects a battle, so he doesn't plan to use chakra against someone who can't use it in exchange for being forced. They watched the fight as Lee was keeping Naruto at bay. Naruto, interesting technique, but let's see what you can do with this. Kaioken for 2. They saw how a red aura surrounded Naruto so that he began to walk like Lee until they disappeared, starting a high-speed battle, clashing fists and kicks, breaking the floor a little, surprising everyone because of such a thing that these two were doing. Since only a few were able to see the battle until at one point they appeared in the middle of the place with a clash of fists that moved them away a little, but instead of disappearing again they continued with the clashes of fists, starting to make a small tremor in the place. Read third door open. He began to take ground before Naruto, who, upon seeing this, could only increase the Kaioken using it by 3, making them equal again before the eyes of everyone, who was surprised until they saw how they prepared one last blow that they collided, causing the place to rumble. But things didn't end as Naruto hit him in the stomach, causing him to break the doors and fall, but before he hit the floor and became unconscious, Naruto grabbed him. Naruto, among all people, you were the one who gave me the most fight and you don't want to give up, you have earned my respect, Lee. With that, the boy fell unconscious before the eyes of everyone who was watching as he walked with the boy in his arms, leaving him with the doctors. Cap 16. After Naruto went to fight against Lee, having a fight that was worthy of him, or that was how the young scion thought it, he was now climbing the stands, being seen by everyone how he was able to give a more than exciting fight in the eyes of anyone. Sasuke, it seems like that Lee guy really stood up to you. Naruto, let's say that he is a worthy rival to face my base state. Sasuke, if those doors helped him become stronger and face you, then I plan to do the same. Naruto, don't tell me you're actually planning to be trained by Guy. Guy, it would be an honor for me to train an Uchiha, that way Lee will have more than one rival. Sasuke, not thinking the best. Naruto, let's go already. Anko, before they leave, they have to see who they are going to fight in the finals. They saw the place only to take a number each and leave without problems. Now they were walking towards Naruto's house since Sasuke and Mito lived with him. Sasuke, I still don't understand why I have to live with you. Naruto, don't ask me, your mother is the one I accepted. Myth, the good thing is that we can be fine since not even the council dares to go against Naruto. Naruto, they don't do it because they know I can kill them in a second. They walked until they noticed how the door was open, so they approached to see, noticing how Mikoto and Kushina were sitting while at the other end of the table Minato was with the council. Minato, don't be reckless, you have to accept our conditions once and for all and return to your husbands. Mikoto, well, the marriage was arranged with me, so I don't care about anything, I'm staying in this house. Kushina, mine was a hoax, so I'm staying in this house too. Danzo, don't be insolent and accept what is being put in front of you, or we will have serious talks alone with your children. Suki, mom needs help. Sasuke, we have to make a plan. Myth, but what can we do? They watched as Naruto walked past the place, beginning to be seen by everyone. Naruto, I thought that with the last time I had made it clear that I don't want any more people in my house who are not from the Uzumaki or Uchiha clan. Danzo, look brat. He stopped when he saw a key sphere in Naruto's hand pointing at him. Naruto, you better shut up, Danzo, or else you'll end up as dust. Danzo, don't try to threaten me, I have the great advice of the Naruto, from the great village of Konoha and more blah 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 that no one cares about more than the rest of the council. What you have are words that try to symbolize a very important title, but the problem is that they are just words without a special meaning. It would be better if you shut up, since I'm not interested in that kind of thing in my house. Minato, they have to be with their husbands respectively. Naruto, look, fourth Hokage, if I haven't killed you yet, it's because I have a lot of patience with you, too much to be honest, but nowadays that patience is running out and I don't want to know when it runs out, since the last person much preferred death. Rather than make me angry again. Hamura, do you think you can threaten us like it's nothing? He was silenced by having Naruto's hand extended towards him. Naruto, Muir. At one point they saw how the clothing began to sink along the side of the heart, as if a fist had hit it so that it fell to the floor. Minato, what did you do? Naruto, that's all. I killed him, and if any of you want to go through the same thing, then keep talking. Everyone remained silent, being seen by the Uzumakis and Uchihas. Naruto, well, these are the rules. If they touch any of the people I'm protecting, I'm going to kill them. If they dare to come back, I'm going to kill them, and if they bother them, they're going to go through something much worse that will make them want to choose death. When he said that, everyone remained silent. Naruto, entendido? All yes. Naruto, come on, I don't want to see any of your faces inside my house. Everyone began to walk away from the boy, leaving the house, going at once while Sasuke, Suki and Mito began to enter. Sasuke, I think you were pretty clear. Naruto, obviously yes, I'm going to be clear one way or another. At one point he was hugged by the two older women who already had his face between their breasts. Mikoto, thank you Naruto for that. Kushina, it's because of things like this that I like you so much. Myth, Mom, can you let it go? Right now. Suki, the same goes for you, Mom. Kushina, what's wrong? Don't you like that we are a little affectionate? Mikoto, besides, it's just a hug, nothing more. Naruto's thoughts, if I'm going to die this way, then I don't regret anything. Sasuke, damn Naruto, I want to make myself stronger. Naruto, then train hard, I can only tell you that. Sasuke, don't even think I'm going to let you surpass me in that ridiculous way. Naruto, well, I just did it, and I wasn't the only one since Lee seems to be stronger. Sasuke, damn you, you'll see that I'm going to surpass you. Mikoto, well, it's getting dark and everyone has to go rest. Kushina, tomorrow you will be able to train as much as you want, but now we have to go to sleep. Everyone began to leave the place, each one to their room, while Sasuke was thinking about defeating Naruto, Mito and Suki, how to get their mothers away from the jet, while Naruto was being hugged by the Uchiha and Uzumaki. Mikoto, you know something, you helped us a lot during this time. Kushina, and that deserves an award. They said it while they started kissing the boy. Cap 17. After the tests of fights in which they saw themselves against those who were going to fight, the weeks began to pass and the month flew by in which Naruto was simply training apart from keeping the Hokage and the civil council away from his house. Now he was in the middle of the fighting center since his opponent was Neji. Neji, so you didn't run away so as not to confront me. Naruto, I don't see why I have to do it. After all, you're too weak to face me. Neji, you better give up since fate favors me. Izuku, seriously, now we will see how your destiny ends. A whistle blew that they could begin, so Neji didn't take long to go against Naruto, but before he arrived he fell to his knees before him. Neji, what happened? Naruto, I'm sorry if I'm using my time jump, I can't help it. Neji, time jump? Naruto, yes, something quite useful for assassination missions. Neji, you're lying. He got up to go against Naruto again, but before he took 2 steps he was back on his knees. Neji, this doesn't make sense. He saw how he began to walk closer to him. Naruto, you say in a way that you are so strong that no one can confront you, not even Lee, and he is a very strong person. Neji, and I can only defeat Lee like he was nothing. Naruto, that's interesting because Lee gave me more of a fight than you're giving me now. Neji, you miserable bastard, you'll see what I'm capable of, just let me get up. Naruto, well, in that case I'm going to let you fight, just try to hit me. Neji got up to go against Naruto, trying to hit him, but the boy managed to keep him at bay since he was dodging all his blows with his hands in his pocket. In an attempt to hit him, Naruto jumped up to be standing on his hand. Naruto, I think you haven't done anything to me yet. Neji, you better shut up. 8 trigrams 64 palms. The boy tried to attack Naruto, who stopped all his attacks using only his foot as if it were nothing before him, so that in a moment Neji stopped tired and Naruto lowered his foot before him. Naruto, I think at the end of it all you just gave me a fight for a while, nothing more than that. Neji, you say that like Lee is a big deal. Naruto, well, while Lee was able to maintain a fight with me, forcing me to use more than my power in the base state, apart from having avoided some blows from my time jump, without saying about the Kaioken, compared to you, you only made me move my feet. Well, in that case I would say that if he is the big deal compared to you. Neji, how dare you say that? Naruto, well, Lee, even being a civilian without chakra, could have had more achievements than yours while you only have a supposed title of prodigy in your clan being from the secondary branch, but the issue is that you only have that title for the simple fact of having defeated Hinata apart from a certain mastery of your downjutsu. Nothing more than that, but thanks to those achievements you demonstrate that the secondary branch can be compared to the first branch. Neji, you're miserable, you don't have to talk to me like that. Naruto, anyway, I'd better finish this. He began to walk towards the boy, but before he arrived, Neji used rotation, making him stop to look at him. Neji, you'll never be able to get through this, it's a perfect shield. Naruto, really? Let's try if you're telling the truth. He walked to the place to begin to put his hands inside, making an opening through which he began to pass, surprising Neji and the Hyugas for seeing such a thing that the jet has just done. Naruto was passing until he was in front of Neji, who looked at him in surprise. Neji, how did you do that? Naruto, I just did it, nothing more than that. In a moment he ended up giving him a kick that sent him flying, leaving him unconscious before the eyes of everyone who couldn't believe how a boy could defeat what seemed like nothing before him. Naruto, well, if that's all, then I have nothing else to do. He said it to walk away while he was declared the winner. Now in the stands he just sat calmly watching everything. Suki, why did you never tell me you could do things like that? Naruto, and ruin the surprise? I'm not as crazy as I seem. Myth, Naruto and I is very strong. Sasuke, just wait until you see my fight, I'm going to prove to be much stronger. Naruto, sounds good to me. They watched how everything happened like the original story until Sasuke's fight against Gaara, but at one point feathers began to fall from the sky, making everyone look at this. Suki, what time is it? Naruto, it was time, the attack on the village began. He said it as he stood up looking at everyone who fell unconscious. Cap 18. After Naruto humiliated Neji in the fighting, feathers began to fall from the sky, making it clear that it was an attack on the village, so the explosions did not wait and many people began to fly into 1,000 pieces while Naruto only watched this with great tranquility as if he had already expected it. Naruto, well, it looks like I'm going to have to take care of all this in the end. The boy jumped to one of the houses to see the attack that was taking place. Naruto, it won't be a problem to kill them all. He saw how some began to approach him. Naruto, just scum. With saying that, in a second everyone fell dead to the floor, but the Raven Man saw how Gaara with his brothers began to walk away while they were chased by Sasuke and Mito towards the exit of the village. Naruto, otherwise I have to go get them, they don't know what awaits them. With one jump he was going where the others were, making him see how they stopped in one part to start fighting among themselves, but before they started Naruto was present in front of him with a serious look. Kankuro, great, now we have to deal with this guy. Temari, he is someone very strong, be careful with Kankuro, you already know what he is like. Naruto, I only came to ask you to surrender peacefully, I don't want this to get any more out of control than it already is. Temari, never let them hurt Gaara then. Naruto, careful. At one point everyone ended up walking away thanks to Naruto, who put them in a safe place so they could see how the Sand Brothers were in danger of dying from Gaara's sand. Temari, not again. Naruto, tell me, where is your seal? Temari, what are you talking about? Naruto, I know he is a Jinchuriki, I am too, but I need to know about his seal, where is it? Kankuro, on the forehead. Temari, what are you going to do? Naruto, I'm going to try to help him even though it may hurt a little. Sasuke, wait Naruto, I can't let you go, he is my opponent. Naruto, listen to me well Sasuke, you have never faced or trained with a Biju, that's why I have to do this. With that he went to where Gaara was, who barely upon seeing him tried to attack him, but Naruto managed to dodge his attacks as if it were nothing before him to kick him in the stomach, causing him to fly, crashing into some trees. Naruto, it would be better to reassure you Gaara the good way than the bad way. Gaara, damn, die. He tried to attack the Raven Man, but in a second Naruto was dodging the red-haired man's attacks as if they were nothing before him until he reached in front of him, hitting him in the face, pushing him further away so that he could hit him with a sledgehammer with a jump. Naruto, that had to do it. In a moment a large amount of sand was made so that he could see the Shikaku in front of him being happy. Shikaku, yeah, I'm finally free. At one point a sphere of ki hit one of his eyes, causing him to complain of pain to see Naruto with his arm outstretched as he flew. Naruto, you better start calming down, give Gaara back or things are going to be worse. Shikaku, we'll see about that. He tried to attack the black man who was beginning to dodge him, but he only changed into his Super Saiyan form to go against him, starting to fight against him, dodging every blow, taking advantage of his size to take him for surprise points for Shikaku, who couldn't do anything about it against him. Naruto continued attacking him without restraint, making him angrier than necessary with the blonde he was facing. Shikaku, damn you brat. Naruto, I need to touch Gaara to be able to return everything to normal. Maybe a meeting with his brother will do him some good. At one point he left to touch the floor. Naruto, summoning jutsu. Everyone saw a huge cloud of smoke from which Kurama emerged in his Biju form, taking Shikaku, who was not expecting his arrival. Shikaku, what are you doing here, Kurama? Kurama, I'm only here because they called me and they need my help, but now I have to take care of you. You're really upset. He launched himself at Shikaku, beginning to attack him, causing him to have problems with him because he began to have him against the floor, while Naruto went to where Gaara was to touch his forehead, causing him to begin to fix the seal on his head, something that Shikaku was beginning to notice. Shikaku, wait, don't do it, you don't know what you're doing. The one-tailed Biju was beginning to disappear, as was Kurama, who was returning to Naruto's body while he left Gaara on the floor, who was beginning to wake up. Gaara, what happened? Naruto, I just had to fix some things in your head. I hope that from now on you can live a little more peacefully. Gaara, why don't you finish me? Naruto, you are a Jinchuriki like me, that's why I didn't do anything against you. Since I didn't do anything against you, then I don't plan to continue fighting with you. I have better things to do in my village. Temari, thanks for that. Naruto, you're welcome whenever you want. If there is another favor you want, then ask for it. I won't have any problems. He said it so they would get out of his sight. Myth, now what? Naruto, let's go back to the village, there are people who still need us. Saying that, everyone began to leave the place. Cap 19. After Naruto had fought against Shikaku so that those from the sand could escape, he now found himself going to the village to be able to help more with the issue of the invasion, although he could see everything was already ending so that everyone could leave the place of the invading shinobi or others were taken as prisoners. Naruto, it seems they don't need our help. Sasuke, it seems not. Myth, then we have to go with our families. They went to where Mikoto and Kushina were, who only saw their children/lover arriving at the place. Mikoto, are you okay? Sasuke, yes, Naruto's dobe took over in part. Naruto, at least I took care of something that almost killed you. Myth, the important thing is that we are fine. Kushina, yes, the invasion is already over. He said it so that soon everyone would be helping in the construction of the village, although Naruto was only walking to enter the Hokage's room where the other rookies of the year were. Naruto, looks like I'm not the only one they called. Sasuke, not if they called all of us. Minato, I called them to give promotions to Chunin. Shikamaru, because of how you handled things you went to Chunin. Shikamaru, this is going to be very annoying. Minato, Menma, for having demonstrated your abilities, you become a Chunin. Menma, take that, I'm number one. Minato, while Naruto, you become a Chunin due to your strategies apart from the power you demonstrated. Naruto, well, something else so I can stop having equipment. Minato, Suki, for having shown great potential, you become a Chunin. Suki, did you hear that, Naruto? We are going to be able to do missions together. Minato, Sasuke and Mito are going to be Chunin for having faced Shikaku. Sasuke, in fact we want to correct that, Hokage. Myth, in fact Naruto was the one who faced Shikaku and his Jinchuriki. Sasuke, He took charge since we couldn't do anything about it. Minato, really? But if it is said that. Sasuke, they saw that we followed them, but Naruto was able to arrive in time to help us. Saying that, some looked at Naruto, who was just calm. Naruto, well, I think that was it, right? Everyone nodded to leave the room, but Naruto stayed looking at Minato. Minato, what's happening, Naruto? Naruto, I would like to get a pass that allows me to do training for 3 years outside the village. Minato, okay, I can do that. Naruto, that's not all. I would like Mikoto Uchiha, Kushina Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, Suki Uchiha, and Mito Uzumaki to come with me along the way. Minato, but why do you want to take all of them? Naruto, well, the truth is, I don't think they are safe within this village. I would feel better if they come with me, and they will be able to train and get stronger. Minato, well, I can talk about it with the civilian council a little. Naruto, excuse me, talk to the civilian council? They are only there for their civilian things, but you are the Hokage. You have more control than all of them together. You should know that quite well. Minato, yes, I know, but... Naruto, don't tell me that civilians control everything nowadays. These are shinobi issues, not civilians. Minato, okay, I'm going to prepare your training passes. After a while, Naruto left with the signed papers with a smile on his face to get to his house, where he saw how everything was in storage rolls. Naruto, everything has already been prepared. Kushina, yes, we are about to leave. Naruto, then let's go. They began to walk to be able to leave the village, although once they did that they walked for a while until they saw a trail of light come in front of them so that they could see what a blue-skinned man was like with a smile. Sasuke, what is that? Naruto, hello Mr. Whis, I haven't seen you in a while. Whis, well, now I can see how you're doing. Tell me, Naruto, right? Now you need our training. Naruto, yes, Mr. Whis, I have to get stronger and I won't be able to do it in this place. I need to go to Beerus World. Whis, and what do you offer for that? Naruto, well, right now you are seeing 2 great cooks. He said it, pointing at Kushina and Mikoto, who did not understand anything. Naruto, what does it say? Deal? Whis, okay. Kushina, it's not for nothing, but what did you just do? Naruto, I made a deal with Mr. Whis. He will train us if you only cook things that are delicious. Mikoto, I think it's fair. Apart from, I imagine that they are going to leave us a place to live. Whis, please everyone hold on to something. It will be a long trip. He said it so that some would take Whis, and in case of Kushina, Mikoto and Suki would take Naruto to leave in a trail of light. Cap 20. The years passed since Naruto and his group left the village, causing them to end up outside the planet, although upon learning that they went on a training trip, all the villages began a search for them as they were people with great power, especially Naruto. Although the Raikage planned to use women to have the eyes of the Uchihas and the power of the Uzumakis, now on Earth a trail of light ended up falling from Naruto and his group with a smile. Naruto, okay, we're on Earth again. Kushina, I still can't believe the training they put into them. Sasuke, although I'm not complaining, I became very strong with that training. Suki, stop talking, we have to go back to the village. Myth, it's true, let's see what's going to happen now. They began to walk calmly so that they reached the gates of the village. Naruto, it seems like nothing changes here. He said it while looking at how the guards were asleep. Kushina, let's just go in and get this all started. They began to walk into the village, being noticed by the local villagers who began to talk about them. Mikoto, we haven't even been here for a few minutes and word is already spreading. Naruto, well, there's nothing you can do about it. In the Hokage Tower, Minato was talking with the other Kages. Raikage, come on Minato, you can't just do a thing like that, you have to find them now. Minato, yes I know, but I can't do anything at the moment. Gaara, unfortunately it is true that even we look for them, and we cannot find anything about them. At one point they heard knocking on the door to see the Hokage's secretary enter. Secretary, Mr. Hokage, there are some people who must see you. That's when they saw how those people entered, one being Naruto, who was wearing a cape, black pants, shoes of the same color, and some bandages on his body. Sasuke had the same suit from the original story. Mito simply had a green shirt, dark green pants, and black sandals. Suki was wearing a black shirt, green pants, sandals like Mito's, and she had a katana at her waist. The two older women were simply dressed as usual. Minato, it's you. Naruto, yes, we came to report that we finished our training trip. If you let us, we have to go rest. Reikage, wait, you can't leave like nothing happened. Naruto, hey old man, it was one of the longest road that you can imagine. If you let us, we want to be a little better in our beds. Reikage, damn brat, don't disrespect me. He launched himself at Naruto with his lightning armor trying to hit him, but was surprised to see how that jet managed to keep them at bay with a single finger until in a moment he ended up losing his breath due to a kick in the stomach that knocked him to the ground. Naruto, it seems that the difference in power is clear, Reikage. The man tried to get up, but there was no way to do so while Minato managed to notice something. Minato, hey Kushina, are you here? The redhead noticed how he pointed to her belly, which was a little grown. Kushina, yes, I'm pregnant. That simple answer ended up surprising more than one who looked at her. Minato, who is the father? Kushina, well, you're seeing it. He said it while hugging Naruto from behind, leaving everyone in shock because of that. May, but they are mother and son. Naruto, you're wrong Mitsukage, I haven't been one for a long time. Nor Namikaze or Uzumaki. You can take any of the two options because I'm someone different. I'm a scion, that has to be clear. Reikage, unknown? Naruto, yes, someone who was made for fighting. I was able to learn a jutsu that changes my blood completely, so I am neither Uzumaki nor Namikaze but something stronger. In a moment they saw how Menma appeared walking towards them. Menma, hey Suki, you have to give me many answers, such as where were you during this time? Suki, well, I don't have to tell you anything. Menma, damn you, the future Hokage's bitch, you owe me more respect. He was about to hit her with a knee from Naruto, but he ended up taking him out of the tower, leaving him unconscious, surprising everyone by the power of it. Naruto, well, if you leave us we have to go. Minato, wait Kushina, I really love you, I want you to come back to me. Kushina, is this a joke? You are unfaithful and you want me to come back to you apart from making plans against me. Let me tell you something, you are not a real man since Naruto has things that you will never have. Minato, and what are they? Kushina, well, he is faithful. If he would be in love with another girl, he tells me, he is stronger and lasts longer in bed apart from having a hawk that leaves yours like an insect. That last thing affected Minato's pride in the eyes of everyone who mourned for the blonde whose ego was damaged. Naruto, if they let us, we have to go, I would like to relax a little. He said it to leave with his group, spending some time until he got to his house, where upon entering they saw how everything was dusty. Naruto, I guess we had to clean up before going to the Hokage. Kushina, I think so. Mikoto, well, let's begin. Saying that, they began to clean the place thoroughly so that after a while Naruto would lie down on his bed tired. Naruto, wow, that was tiring. At one point he ended up feeling an extra weight seeing Kushina, Mikoto and Suki, who were the ones who shot his enzyme. Kushina, I guess we'll have to prepare for tomorrow. Naruto, it seems so. Mikoto, I still find it unfair that she was pregnant and we weren't. Naruto, then it will be your turn soon, it won't be long before the baby is born. Saying that, the women simply hugged Naruto. Cap 21. Everyone in the village found out about the return of the Uchihas and the Uzumakis, who were now well recognized. Now they were all in one part, the Hokage Tower, where Minato was only in front of Sasuke, Mito, Kushina, Mikoto and Naruto, who was don't worry. Naruto, I suppose you have something to tell us that is of utmost importance. Minato, yes, I have it. Yesterday the Kasuke left, and it turns out that some Akatsuki members caught him. I need you to go and rescue him. Kushina, okay, it's going to be simple. Minato, in fact, since I am aware of your pregnancy, then I must ask you not to go, but you are going to stay in the village. Kushina, I don't want to do that. Naruto, Don't worry, I think we can fix that. Sasuke would like you to do me the favor of staying and taking care of her. Sasuke, that's fine with me, I have no problems with that. Myth, I'm just passing through, I have no problems. Naruto, sounds good to me, I'm counting on Mikoto and Suki to do this. Minato, I think you can trust the village with this. Naruto, yes, in a village where everyone is corrupt and I killed more than half of them, I don't think so. He said it to leave with the local Uchiha just so they could find where Suki was, who only managed to see them. Suki, it seems that the Hokage left you a small mission. Naruto, yes, and I think you get a little involved. Rescuing Gaara is nothing special. Suki, so now I'm going with you. He said it so that they began to go to the gates of the village, where upon arriving they only went for a while longer, jumping through the trees until they began to fly. Mikoto, I never thought that learning to fly would be so useful. Suki, at least it will save us many hours of travel. Naruto, yes, we just have to try to know where we have to stop. Mikoto, well, I can feel the presence of the Kasuke not so far away, as well as that of his brother and 2 others. Naruto, it must be those Akatsukis, come on. In the fight, Kankuro was only trying to fight Sasori while Deidara watched everything. Sasori, hey Deidara, if you want you can go, you don't have to wait for me. Deidara, sounds good to me, the longer we can get the Biju out of this boy the better. He said it as he was about to leave, only for a key sphere to hit his clay bird, causing it to fall to the ground. Naruto, hey, I think you have things that don't belong to you. Deidara, this wretch, you are such a boy who has the Kyuubi inside him. Sasori, I think we should seize the moment to have it. Suki, well, I think we'll take care of the old man. Naruto, no, I want you to try to get Gaara back. I'll take care of the old man. He is Sasori the Sand Demon. His weapons contain powerful poisons and he is known for having traps. Sasori, Vala, you're going to be careful with me, that's interesting. He said it while watching the young man come to stand in front of him. Naruto, let's better start by seeing each other's faces. I want to see your true face when I destroy you. He said it so that at one point he began to feel great attacks throughout his body, causing it to break as the real Sasori came out. Sasori, how? I never thought that he would actually find someone with that speed. He just destroyed my armor like it was nothing. Naruto, and you still haven't seen anything. He launched himself against Sasori again, giving a blow to the stomach followed by a kick to the face, only for him to grab him by the leg and hit him against the floor. The red-haired man tried to attack him by letting out some blades that were dodged by Naruto, who he just kept his distance. Naruto, I don't think that will help you much. Sasori, it seems that way. You surpass me in power but I win in numbers. Saying that, many dolls came out, hundreds of them, which Naruto looked at as they launched themselves against him. Naruto, yes, there are many, but I don't know how many of these are going to withstand my blows. He said it while he went on to give each blow to each one, destroying them as if nothing had happened, causing them to begin to fall before him, and all under the gaze of Sasori, who was thinking. Sasori, this guy is stronger than I thought. If he continues at this rate he will destroy me. In a moment Naruto was in front of him to hit him in the face that sent him flying. Naruto, you're not worth my time, you better disappear if you really want to be of any use. Was what he said as he reached out to stretch his hand towards Sasori, who only looked at this in fear until out of nowhere a key attack hit Naruto squarely, causing him to fall to the floor. Sasori, what was that? It doesn't matter, I better go, were his words as he went to leave the place, running like hell, noticing how Deidara was no longer there. Naruto, what was that? Man, it seems like you took a long time to destroy it. Naruto, that voice, it seems like trash is starting to come. He said it while looking at a man made of metal, or rather it was not a man. Naruto, Vala Cooler, it seems that time has treated you well. Cooler, disgusting scion, I'm finally going to be able to take my revenge against you. I'll kill you. Naruto, then I hope you do well because you can die from a simple attack. He said it as he began to get into a battle pose against Cooler. Cap 22. Where the forest was located was quite quiet, and it would remain that way if it weren't for a fist clash that was between a Cooler and a Naruto in Phase 1 of the Super Saiyan who were fighting. Cooler, when I'm done with you I'm simply going to make you disappear along with this planet. It's my revenge against the Saiyans. Naruto, it sounds pretty good but don't think you're going to be able to accomplish such a thing. I just feel sorry for you. He said it while kneeing him followed by a spin with a kick, making him retreat only to be met with some key spheres. Cooler, I just want you to stay a little quiet so I can give you nothing more than that for a little bit. Naruto, I'm sorry but it's not going to be that way. At one point he ended up disappearing to hit him with a sledgehammer, causing him to come down from the sky, landing on the floor where he saw the young man throw himself against him to clash fists, causing the ground to rise, something that the demon took advantage of to throw a rock that Naruto ended up destroying. Followed by receiving a blow from his tail, making him retreat so that he continued with blows to the stomach of the young man who was only receiving them until he kicked him away, causing him to end up on top of some rubble. Cooler, come on. If you know all of Son Goku's abilities, you won't be able to beat me. At one point a kind of hole began to form in his stomach, causing him to kneel in pain. Naruto, yes you know all of Son Goku's abilities but not hits. At that he only began to get up with difficulty. Cooler, miserable Saiyan, I will destroy you. He launched himself against the young man who only waited for him with a smile, and when he was close he made his eyes light up red, causing him to end up receiving some attacks only to fall to the floor again. Naruto, and more where that could come from. Cooler, wretched Saiyan, you must die as possible for the honor of my race. Naruto, well they destroyed almost my entire race so now this is fair. At his words he launched himself against him in order to destroy him, only to receive a kick followed by a blow so that he began to be hit against the ground multiple times until he was thrown against some trees, but when he launched himself against him the demon threw some rays hitting the boy, causing him to fall to the floor so he could stare at him. Cooler, that's all, I will destroy you with all my power even if it takes me some time. Naruto, then you can do it. I'm going to wait for you. I want you to use all your power to be able to fight against all my power. Cooler, wretched Saiyan, you dare to take me for someone incapable of being able to cope. Right now I will destroy you and prepare to die for Golden Cooler. With that he began to join his hands, making a fairly large sphere of ki that little by little began to grow larger, taking on an enormous size, and Naruto simply entered the God phase. Naruto, let's see who is the strongest. Cooler, I will destroy you along with this planet. He said it while throwing the huge ki sphere at Naruto, who just stood in a pose. Naruto came. Haim. Haya. The two attacks impacted each other only to make some currents of winds which remained until Cooler saw how the center of his attack began to be crossed by Naruto's attack, making him see how it went against him, and when he arrived there was a huge explosion with a cloud of dust which when it left had a Cooler with Naruto's arm going through his body, so that he spit out blood. Cooler, this must be impossible, I'm the strongest. Naruto, if it makes you feel better, so far you are the strongest person I have ever faced, thank you very much for this fight. He said it while he took out his arm, causing him to fall dead before such a thing. Everything was seen from afar by the group. Mikoto, wow, I'm really making too much progress. Kakashi, but how much power does he have? That thing would have undoubtedly destroyed everything, but Naruto managed to repel it as if it were no big deal. Menma, that miserable scoundrel, when we face each other again, I'm going to be the one to kill him. He said it while watching Naruto approach them with a smile and go back to his base state. Naruto, well let's go back home, I think we've finished things. Kakashi, yes, we better go back before something else happens. The group began to leave the place, although some had doubts about the true power Naruto had. Cap 23. In a part where Team 7 was, they were only returning while thinking about their partner, and how powerful he became just so they could put Gaara in their village. Now they were entering their village without having problems with this very thing. Naruto, we're finally here, I just would like to rest for some time, at least enough to be able to recover a little of the strength I spent. Kakashi, before we part, I would like to know about you. Given that, the young man only looked at him for that reason, having doubts. Naruto, what are you talking about? Kakashi, you know that power we just saw, it's not the same, it's nothing we saw before, it's not even similar. With that they looked at the boy who had a smile for such words only to give a sigh for the request. Naruto, the truth is not all my power, I still have many things to do to prove it. Menma, miserable, I want to know about your power, how you have so much. Naruto, that's because I'm a scion and I tried harder than you did. With that he only seemed annoyed while Naruto began to walk, completely ignoring the fact that his back was turned to the young man who only attacked him. Menma, miserable dies once and for all. With that he ended up receiving nothing more than a foot on his head that left him on the floor since he could move in the face of such a thing that the young man only had a look of superiority. Naruto, don't be an idiot, you're just a poor person who doesn't know what power is and is only jealous because you have a much stronger being before you, you just can't overcome him. With that the young man had a look of annoyance until he ended up receiving a blow to his neck causing him to fall unconscious just so he could walk away. Kakashi, okay Menma, you're an idiot to challenge Naruto since he has enormous power. The man took the young man to begin to go to the Hokage Tower while Naruto arrived at his house only for him to see how Kushina was sitting so that he could approach it. Kushina, you're back, I thought it was going to take longer. Naruto, well I'm back, I just didn't want to waste too much time. With that the young man only hugged the woman while touching her belly and beginning to caress her. Myth, so now we're supposed to do something important it seems. Sasuke, not much really, we just have to wait for some missions that the Hokage gives us. Before Naruto could say anything he began to feel one thing only to turn to one part. Naruto, I think there is something approaching, I better have to go for now. Kushina, but you barely arrived. Naruto, and I'll be right back. With that he began to fly away, reaching a part where he could see Beerus and Whis who were serious. Beerus, it was time for you to arrive, for a moment I thought you weren't going to come. Naruto, it seems like you're really in a hurry, Mr. Beerus, but you must have something important to tell me. Whis, if everyone knows of your presence now, the gods want to see you soon to know what to do with you. Naruto, if that happens I think I'm just going to try to get killed by some idiots. Whis, in fact it seems that they are going to want to give you some tests, if you pass them then you will be able to live in peace otherwise they are going to try to destroy you. With that the young man only gave a sigh for such a thing while looking at the two of them. Naruto, so some tests I guess now I just have to do it anyway I don't have much to do. Bills, so we're going to give the warning. I hope you prepare for these things because not even we know who they are. Whis, and we don't think they're actually good things. With that they started to leave before the young man's gaze towards the sky. Naruto, no matter what it is, I have reasons to live for. I don't care what they put in front of me, I will simply overcome it because they will not be able to defeat me. With that he only began to return the way he came while thinking about what was going to happen at that moment, while somewhere else Minato was thinking about Naruto's things. Minato, he has a lot of power, and yet I can't do anything to control it, what a way to be. He said it while looking at such a thing. Cap 24. The days would pass in which Naruto only made sure of things as they should be, being that it was above all the matter of being able to keep everything well, especially when it came to matters such as the council, but now the young man was in the office of the Hokage. Naruto, hey man, if you called me for something, it better be something important. Minato, and it is, some of our shinobi went on some missions and now Asuma's team is having problems. Naruto, with who? Minato, with Akatsuki I need you to take charge and leave as soon as possible. Other teams tried to do the same to have someone to get information about their organization from. Naruto, well if you say so anyway they don't pose a threat currently. With that he began to fly towards that team where he managed to feel their power in order to go after them where upon arriving he only noticed how they were fighting against the members of the organization where he noticed Haiden's abilities until he wanted to stab himself knowing what was going to happen. Shikamaru, stop, don't do anything to him. Haiden, I hope you like death. When he was just about to stab himself, he was stopped by being grabbed by the arm to see the young man next to him. Naruto, hey idiot, I think you're going a little overboard with this matter. Haiden, so you came like the rest for dying. Naruto, you really are a better problem to start with some things like this. He saw how he ended up breaking the floor, making his seal disappear, surprising him, followed by him ending up receiving a blow to his stomach that sent him flying while he spit out blood. Kakuzu, that brat is the same one who warned us about his enormous power. He seems like someone interesting but above all a large-scale problem for the future. Naruto, hey, if you're going to fight, at least I want both of you to do it at the same time, and if you want advice, use all your power. Hayden, what arrogance, you really are someone who really thinks you can do things like this. Kakuzu, no, it's true this boy is a huge problem. He is able to eliminate Sasori without effort. It is better that we kill him now. With that he saw how something began to come out of his back, a total of 4 masks. Naruto, so that's why I could feel 4 more presences in your being. You are someone who uses other people for your benefit. I think it is better if I eliminate you now, although if those masks are connected to you then I should destroy them first. Kakuzu, I wish you luck in doing that. The shinobi prepared to attack, but from one second to the next the young man ended up appearing next to him, landing a blow on one of the masks, breaking them, surprising everyone with this. Ino, what just happened? Shikamaru, it's as I thought, one of his abilities is a time jump. Kakuzu, time skip? With that plus knowing the nerves that should be attacked, someone is dangerous. Naruto, it's not for nothing but I have a second to attack them with that ability, although it is enough to finish them all off. Saying that, one of the masks shot electricity from its mouth towards the young man who managed to dodge it, followed by fire in what was looking at them in order to go against him, but out of pity, Hayden ended up getting in his way to attack him. A bad idea since he ended up receiving a blow that sent him through some trees in the area, followed by appearing in front of Kakuzu, landing a blow on his stomach that forced him to kneel, before such a thing that the shinobi appeared before them, trying to do something with one of the masks. But Naruto beat him to it by appearing in front of one, connecting a blow as if it were nothing, followed by a kick to the next, leaving only one mask that tried to escape, although it was a waste of time when he received a sphere of ki squarely in his entire face, causing it to end up being completely eliminated. Kakuzu, this is bad, I can't keep up with him, he's above me. Naruto, if you're done complaining then I better finish you off, even though they asked me to take prisoners. At that Hayden just stood on top of him with his usual smile. Hayden, don't forget my idiot. Just blinking was enough for a huge amount of ki to consume a large part of his body, leaving only his head left, surprising Hayden himself, who was still alive. Naruto, you're still alive, you're going to be my prisoner. Choji, but what power? I would like to know if there is someone who can confront him. Menma, the reinforcements have arrived, say what you need from us. Suki, everything ends here. Kakashi, too bad, I was thinking of making a good entrance but I see that you got ahead of us. Naruto, if only one more part remains to be eliminated. Seeing how Kakuzu tried to escape, he threw small spheres of ki which destroyed his limbs, but he was still alive, causing him to throw the 2 immortals towards them. Kakashi, so the prisoners. Ino and Asuko. Asuma, now we must know who is taking who in order to end this. Naruto, since I want to get together with my fiancés as soon as possible, then I'll take them all with teleportation and the matter is over. The young man began to walk calmly until where he was ended up exploding into pieces, confusing everyone until the smoke began to go away little by little, where they only saw how he was no longer in that part but next to them. Asuma, what was that? Naruto, I recognize this power wherever I go. I never thought that I would find you on this planet, or that you would find me in this place where I live in peace in a way, Prince of the Scions Vegeta, the proudest of all. He said it as he began to fly until he was in front of Vegeta, who stared at him at such a thing with his usual serious look, making his intentions clear. Cap 25. The young man looked face to face at the Prince of the Scions, who was in the same way in order to be able to take into account the things that were happening between them, while the young man remained serious. Naruto, why are you here, Vegeta? They are supposed to come at another time. Vegeta, I couldn't hold back at the idea of being able to fight against you, that's why I came to put an end to this. Naruto, you just want to end this fight as soon as possible, but But you don't know if you have a chance either. Vegeta, don't talk nonsense. I'm clearly going to win this fight. Naruto, then why don't we fix it now? The two began to get into a combat pose while staring at each other. Who is that guy? Shikamaru, I don't know, but if just seeing Naruto put him in a combat pose, then he's not someone I can take lightly. Choji, it's best to stay away. The group watched as they stared at each other until they launched themselves against each other, clashing fists, generating a current of wind for a few minutes until they separated for the real combat to begin. And they disappeared from the place to begin having exchanges on the floor, where there simply began to be some destroyed parts of the same floor, even creating a crater between these two Scion warriors, where at one point they simply hit each other in the face at the same time, causing them to begin to move away from each other for a few meters until Vegeta began to throw some spheres of ki which were dodged by Naruto, who began to go directly upwards. But in the same place Vegeta ended up appearing, who gave a sledgehammer blow that sent him to the ground, where he tried to fall on him again. Although Naruto managed to dodge it in time, he then turned and kicked him in the face, sending him flying through the place, where he took the opportunity to start throwing some ki spheres at him, starting to create explosions. Naruto, this is getting worse and worse. I can't keep it at bay for long. I have to do something about it. Vegeta, don't get distracted. Remember that we are fighting between the two of us, and it is better that you remain attentive. He said it while trying to hit the young man, who barely managed to avoid it, taking advantage of the distance to take his arm, and in one turn managed to hit him against the floor, only for the high-class Scion to take advantage in the same way, where he kicked his face, followed by launching a ki sphere that hit Naruto squarely, who distanced himself a little, where the smoke was used again by Vegeta himself, who delivered a blow to Naruto's stomach, causing him to spit out blood. He took the Scion's arm, where he held it for a few moments while he passed the Super Scion, only to headbutt Vegeta, who moved away, followed by receiving 2 ki spheres, followed by throwing more, forcing the high-class Scion to create a force field to avoid getting more damaged, where it stayed that way for a few moments, until it stopped. Vegeta, you don't do badly at all, despite being a low-class Scion. Naruto, what did you expect? I had the best warriors on my side, therefore it is impossible for me to lose this battle. Vegeta, so if you really have those kinds of abilities, I want you to prove to me that you really are his reincarnation. Naruto, then we'll stop playing games in that case. Vegeta, yes, without more games this will be much easier. The two could only pass the Super Saiyan Blue while staring at each other with a smile. Are the two Scions? So they are really very strong. Asuma, I never expected to see this kind of thing, but without a doubt this means that bigger problems are coming than we can control. Shikamaru, but I don't understand the limit of their power, or at least if they have a limit. Choji, I don't know anything about this, but I think it's going to be worse soon. He said it while they watched how they began to get into a combat pose, making it clear that they were not planning to contain even a bit of their power this time. Cap 26. In that field, the two looked at each other intently, and Vegeta launched into combat, thinking about being able to finish it as soon as possible against Naruto, who, given this, only waited a few moments for when Vegeta was close to him, where he stopped time so he could begin to connect some blows to his body, and when he stopped using the hit ability, the Prince of the Scions fell to the floor because of this, although still conscious. Naruto, the truth is, Vegeta, you can't defeat me yet. Vegeta, what the hell are you talking about? Naruto, think a little. You managed to surpass Hit, but if you face a Hit with speed like Jiren's plus Goku's, you will never be able to defeat me, not to mention that I don't use all my power. Vegeta, you better shut your mouth, insect, you really can't handle me. Vegeta began to throw himself into combat again, beginning to have an exchange of attacks between Naruto and him, where he managed to dominate the fight quite easily for the Scion, who only tried to keep him at bay, although he managed to land some blows as attacks on the prince's body. On the shinobi side, they only watched the combat in the face of such a thing. How do you think the fight will end? Choji, I don't know, but we better get away. At that point they began to hear footsteps to see that it was part of the Apollo. Kakashi, I think we're just in time. Asuma, yeah, it looks like he really has quite a fight. Kushina, so we have to help him? Some were surprised to see the young red-haired woman on the battlefield despite being pregnant, and it seemed like she was going to give birth at any moment. Asuma, not exactly, but I don't understand what's happening. You're supposed to be in the village. Suki, well, my brother tried to hold her back and ended up with a good blow that left him unconscious. Asuma, that makes sense. In the fight, the two scions had their fist bump where they only had a smile at such a thing. Naruto, I must say, even though we are currently enemies, Vegeta, I am actually very happy to have this fight with you. It is truly something that makes me very happy. Vegeta, I can say the same. Insect, the other fighters from the other universes have been boring me for a long time. The young man had a smile at that until he looked at the shinobi for a moment, noticing how they were all in the place so that he immediately became worried. Naruto, what are you doing in this place? It's very dangerous. Those words were directed to the shinobi of the leaf where they managed to understand the matter, but Vegeta, taking advantage of this, landed a blow to his face followed by a kick that sent him to the ground while showing his activated Mega Instinct. Vegeta, idiot, you must concentrate on our fight. It doesn't matter if the rest get hurt, they are just extras in our battle. With that, he went on to throw a Hawkeye sphere where Naruto was, trapping his body inside the sphere, having a smile for such a thing, but at times he looked at the shinobis, noticing something about them. Vegeta, how strange, they are people like from Earth, and from what I investigated they have more strength than those from my planet, but that woman's belly seems to carry a second power, greater than the normal power of babies and too much. Sakura, why are you looking at us so much? Shikamaru, I don't know and I don't like the fact. Everyone was nervous until the scion managed to understand it. Vegeta, damn insect, don't even think I'm going to let you continue creating more of your disgusting offspring. The scion went on to throw a Hawkeye sphere at everyone, but more specifically at Kushina where they would not be able to avoid it until from 1 second to the next everything stopped, and the Hawkeye sphere was caught by Naruto's bare hands who had the silver hair like his eyes. Naruto, what were you planning to do? This fight is supposed to be between us. Vegeta, you wretched vermin, don't think I'm going to let you have children in any way, I'll kill them all. The proud scion was thinking about jumping into the fight, but from 1 second to the next he ended up receiving a kick from Naruto to his stomach followed by having his head grabbed, and he went directly to the floor where he immediately collided, creating a slight tremor. Naruto, I won't let you get close to them, you damned murderer. Vegeta, what is this? He wasn't fighting like that a moment ago. When he tried to get up, he ended up receiving a kick in his face, causing him to rise into the air, followed by being grabbed by the leg to begin being slammed against the floor repeatedly until he was thrown away to collide with some stones, and with that he threw a of Jiren's spheres against him, creating a large explosion without problems. Managing to see from a distance how he defeated Vegeta, and with that he managed to return to his base state. Naruto, that had to be enough. Kakashi, hey Naruto, I think you better come right now. The young man paid attention, noticing how Kushina had stronger and stronger attacks. Kushina, I think my water broke. Naruto, what? Right now? We must go to the hospital immediately. The boy touched the red-haired girl to be able to use teleportation, but he couldn't do anything other than disappear from the place before the eyes of everyone who was going to have to return to the village on foot. Everything happened while someone approached Vegeta. Bills, and what do you think? With this I defeat another of the warriors of the tournament, he is close to being able to live in peace. Beerus, so let's not say any more, come on, I don't want to stay too long. With that, they took Vegeta away from the place as soon as possible, since they were not thinking about staying in the area much longer. Cap 27. In the village everyone was waiting patiently for the things that were going to happen since everyone, but when you say everyone literally all the villagers were talking about a young man whose power was of enormous proportions, he was even capable of making people disappear. Mountains in a single attack without much effort only for everyone to go to the Konoha village being the Kages with enough of their shinobi. Minato, it's a pleasure to have you all present, I really mean it. Mei, you better not come with that kindness Hokage, you are very clear about what we came for. Anoki, if there really is a young man with such power in your village, I would like to have the opportunity to meet him. Minato, okay, please come, everyone is welcome. Reikage, did you really think you would receive us so well? Kushina, actually no, he is forced by me Naruto since he has no other options. Gaara, it's a pleasure to see you again. Kushina, I can say the same, please I would like everyone to have the opportunity to follow me because I am going to show you the place, and we are close to lunchtime for Naruto, and he also has very important guests. Everyone followed the red-haired girl thinking that this matter must undoubtedly be extremely important for them to find themselves following someone who did not even show respect to their Hokage only to reach Naruto's house where upon entering they found themselves around a real food banquet. Anoki, did they really prepare so much for us? Sasuke, actually no, we have Naruto who eats too much and our guests we don't know if they eat as much food as him, half of all this is his. Everyone sat down while looking at the scion who had a smile. Bills, well, the food doesn't change, it's still delicious. Whis, and have you tried the ramen, Mr. Beerus? It is just as delicious as other foods. Beerus, are you serious? The feline began to eat while some just watched them. Anoki, and who is the cat? Myth, it's better not to call it that way. Reikage, why do you say that? Sasuke, well, Naruto has enough power to make mountains disappear with a single attack and without using all his power or at least half of it, but the guy who is on that side is Mr. Beerus, he is the god of destruction, he is much stronger than Naruto and he is truly that. Beerus, you all better address me with respect or I will kill you all equally. Naruto, let's not jump into that kind of thing, I think we can talk about it in a better way if we try to get to the issue of your visit. I know very well that it's not just about coming to see me because of what happened with Vegeta, right? Beerus, of course not, I came for two things, first the delicious food that I can find on this planet, the second is about the tournament, or test that you will be subjected to. Naruto, and which one will it be? Beerus, you are going to face the warriors that each universe has, the different universes offered their best warriors for combat soon. Naruto, really? Who are they going to be? Beerus, apparently each universe plans to help in the matter of your alleged elimination, and taking into account that this time you have the protection of Zeno-sama, no god of destruction will try to go after your head like the warriors. Naruto, and how is it going to be? Whis, well, from Universe 11 it's going to be Toppo, Universe 6 has Kefla, Universe 7 has Vegeta, something that you already had in mind, but they accepted the help of your universe. But being from Universe 3, they are going to use their best warrior to destroy you. Naruto, how exciting, although I don't think they are too much like they were before. Whis, even though you are as strong as you are now, you still have a long way to go, but the tournament is almost there so there isn't too much time to wait. Naruto, really? Well, if there are no more options then I'm going to fight with all my might. Reikage, sorry, but we haven't been able to understand anything until now. Beerus, it seems that more mortals fail to understand the things they are going through on their planet. Naruto, please Mr. Whis, explain everything to them, I just want to train as soon as possible so I can get stronger and face them, I can't wait to see how strong they all are equally, it only makes it more exciting. He said it as he began to leave before the gaze of some, while his women looked worried at the scion so they could begin to follow him. Cap 28. On one part of the sheet, Naruto was above the heads of the Hokages, looking at the sky like the entire village, where Kushina soon arrived, along with Satsuki and Mikoto, who approached the young man to stand next to him. Naruto, when I was little before I had this power that I have now I came to this place, I still don't understand it, but I felt very safe. Kushina, and if you felt so safe before having this power, why did you come back? Satsuki, currently you are able to destroy entire plans without problem, but instead of worrying about that you just come to an area where you feel safe. Naruto, that's because after so much time living in this place, I feel something again that I never thought I would feel again. Satsuki, and what is that? Naruto, I feel fear, something I have never felt before. The girls looked at the young man only to get a little closer. Kushina, and that fear, why is it back? Naruto, I guess it's because my life is in serious danger again. I don't mean in the sense that my life wasn't in danger before. Those times were different because I kept in mind that Mr. Beerus could do something. But now he can't do anything. Kushina, so you're afraid of dying, that's why you came to this place. Naruto, in fact I am not afraid of death, I have already been close to it, and I understand what it means not to fear it. What I am afraid of is that if I lose they will come after you. Kushina, you say that because we are with you, right? Naruto, in fact you have my son with you, you know perfectly well that Mr. Whis helped him be born and everything. But when everything is over and if he dies they are going to come for him to end his life. Mikoto, but you can avoid many things, you can handle this. Naruto, yes I can, but that idea generates a fear that doesn't let me continue, no matter what happens. The young man was only able to tremble at the idea until he was hugged by the girls who began to caress his head. Kushina, you can relax, we know perfectly well the danger that we also find ourselves in. Satsuki, but we don't regret anything, we even accept that danger with open arms. Mikoto, it's only a matter of time before you return safely, we know perfectly well that's what's going to happen. At his words the scion only managed to feel much better while at the same time Whis and Beerus watched from afar. Beerus, it seems like he has to relax a little before entering his fight, this is definitely going to be a good thing. Whis, it seems so sir. But Mr. Vegeta like the rest are also very powerful, we don't know if he will be able to face each and every one of them. Beerus, I know that very well, but tell me something Whis, do you think I really have a chance, right? Whis just stared at the young man as he just thought for a few moments before giving a sigh at such a thing. Whis, to be honest it seems like it's actually quite impressive, but young Naruto really has a chance. Beerus, I imagined it. He has Goku's memories so he knows his abilities like the memories of those other two. His time jump ability gives him a huge advantage. Meditation before using the power that Jiren possesses increases it even more so are his abilities, and if that were not enough, Son Goku's ability to surpass himself while fighting makes him an opponent to be feared. Whis, that's right sir, but I have no idea what might happen later to be honest. Beerus, no way. I think we should end up accepting the things that are going to happen from now on. He said it while they were leaving the area and Naruto was only with the girls who stopped hugging him to show him a smile, although he noticed how they had a slight blush. Naruto, is something wrong? Satsuki, yes, we have something to ask you and it is important to us. Naruto, then you can tell me what's happening, you know I won't have any problems. Mikoto, it seems unfair to us what you did with Kushina and that's why we want you to give us one too. Naruto, how? I think I do not understand. Mikoto, we also want a child. He said it while the young man was only surprised by such a thing only for them to look at each other for a while.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.